everybody. Yeah, we're live. I understand Tony's live is still going on, so I don't foresee a whole lot of people coming in right away, but I'm pretty sure they'll trickle in after that. I just want to take a minute to say something for the people who watch this afterward. We do this live probably. I try to do one every week. I missed last week, but I enjoy everybody that comes in here. There's Chris right there. I enjoy everybody. And, if you can, I don't usually beg for subscribers, and I wouldn't call this begging, but if you can, I am 197 away. I'm really into this whole No Name Nationals thing. I'm in it pretty deep. And if you guys could subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But if you don't like what you see on my channel, you don't like these lives, like I always say, like, share, subscribe. If not, I don't give a fuck. All right. Let's see. We got Rapid Transit in here. Nice. I'm going to throw up a link. Anybody who wants to jump in can come on in. Hold on. I'm going to throw up the link now. There we go. Anybody that wants to jump in, I am doing this on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, thanks, honey. Aaron, how's it going? I haven't talked to you in a couple of weeks. It don't seem like, Aaron.
Heck was it?
Yeah. How's it over there? I thought a giant spider might have got you or something. Because that's the kind of stuff you got to deal with. Oh, there's Rob in the chat. Oh.
I'm in.
Oh, and Tall John, how's it going? Ain't talked to you in a while, John.
Been a little while, Brian.
There we go.
Let me fix this. There. There. Now everybody's not just standing next to each other. Oh, man.
Check it out. Not Rob Z is here, and Rob Z is here.
Isn't that beast? It's gonna be a good time.
I like how Rob is just a still frame.
What?
Anybody else just see a still? Oh, there it goes. Now it's working.
Who, me?
Yeah. Now you're actually.
Oh, yeah. I was doing something.
You're not all spiky haired, Rob. What the heck?
I need my hat. Hang on, I need my hat. I just got out of the shower.
Oh,
$10 says it's a Jack's hat.
He's
It's
nice.
not.
He's nice. Squeaky.
$25 as a Summit Racing hat.
Yeah, Summit Racing hat. Oh, it's just black. There's like 3 Jags hats sitting right next to that one because I
don't have a single Jag hat. I have 2 Jag stickers in my whole house.
What?
Promise. Yeah.
Why do I have so much Jags crap?
I got my wife's Jags hat sitting right over there.
It's like working at
for my big head to wear.
It's like working at Hooters, man. You can only have so much of the merch.
Nah.
Wait. Can anybody tell? All right, so this is normal, right? So I must be doing some welding now.
No, I take my hat completely off when I weld.
There's only 2 times in ever you should ever have your hat on. Backwards.
Dad bought me one of these.
Those are cool. I need one of those.
That's fancy right there.
It's from Welder Nation. These are expensive. I don't wear it.
So, Tall John, what have you been up to? What have you been working on?
Buses and weather.
Ooh.
And I just got done fighting a nice little cold.
Oh, yeah.
Had me in the dumps there for about 3 days, but finally let up. A little nasally still, but pretty clear. Good shape. So, pretty happy.
Well, we had 78 in the house.
78?
Welcome.
How much snow did you get out there, John? I was looking on the news. It said place in Tennessee got dumped on.
Yeah, we didn't get much. We got, I don't know, maybe an inch
An inch, and Tony didn't go to the shop tonight and did his live from. Wow.
Well, he may have gotten it
Texas.
worse. I mean, he's an hour south of here.
Oh, okay. I'm just busting balls anyway.
Yeah, it may be worse where he's at. I'm not sure.
I'm not in the shop tonight because I didn't feel like I wasn't going to do any work tonight, and I didn't want to warm it up. So I just said, screw it. I'm going to stay home. And Country Boy, what's up?
Rob, this picture of the AT&T girl on our Discord is still staring at me.
You're welcome.
What? There's a picture of the AT&T girl on the Discord?
Jed wasn't aware of the magic that is. Her name is Milana.
Oh yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna open this so way she can stare at me.
Oh my god!
Don't worry
Boy,
about me.
you guys who are not in our Discord, you are missing dick.
It's a newt.
What nice assets.
Oh,
Ruben's in that.
Will Thorpe is here, and Mopar Man 1978 is here. What's up, guys?
How's it going, Ruben?
Ruben, there's nothing worse than a toothache, bro. My heart goes out to you.
Oh, fuck. Really,
Yeah.
you're talking to the fucking king of toothaches. Look at my mouth.
Whiskey fixes it, bro. Seriously, like some 151 will kill the nerve unless you're trying to save it.
I talked to him this morning, and he said, I got to go get me a shot of whiskey. I didn't think about it. I'm like, oh, that sounds good. And then I looked at the clock. It was about 10:30. Yeah, he must be hurting pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
Well, you know a good way to take
I've had those. I've had those, Ruben. Oh my god, they're awful, dude. That's the two things: having your back hurt, and I mean like seriously hurt, like where you can't move, and toothaches. That's the two things in this world that I can't get past. What happened to Rob?
I'm around. Hang on.
He froze up.
Don't worry
He's
about me.
freezing on purpose because he's rubbing.
His hand looks like a butt.
It does.
So I have to do all like I'm double teaming here with my machines here.
What?
My right.
Oh, this live just getting weird right off the bat.
You're welcome.
Sounds so dirty.
Wasn't even my fault this time.
I know.
So, no, I have. All right, I'm watching the live on my TV, on my YouTube, on TV, on my smart TV, and then I'm trying to function off of my phone, which has the camera and the microphone.
Okay.
And what's killing me is the freaking lag on the TV. So,
Oh, yeah. Anyone else notice how Rob's camera's kind of a little shaky?
yeah,
It's almost as if, you know, there's a reason why he's only showing the top half of his body.
What? Stop it, Rob.
That was fast.
Stop looking at the AT&T girl, Rob.
I'm gonna have to go check this AT&T thing.
you really need to. There's
better pictures of her out there than what.
Yeah, I was trying to be PG.
There are?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we talked about that Russian girl that does them commercials. She's like girl next door, real cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, I'll be there in a second.
I'll be there in a second.
I mean, she's no Flo from Progressive, but
probably.
I think Tall John is our resident dirty old man.
I could get dirty.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there we go.
And I'm the one who made it weird. Okay.
Yeah.
You did, Rob.
But John took it to the next level.
Look at that.
Okay, we're gonna save those for later.
So, John, have you checked the? I know you had things going on with the what are those guys you run with?
Straight Axle Mafia.
Straight Axle Mafia, yeah.
I haven't checked the schedule yet for that. I'm not sure, because the biggest thing I was going to do was go pick up the Little Red Express and then go over and do duct tape with it.
Oh, that'd
so
be
now
cool.
I'm going to have to either change that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Stick with it or go with it. I don't know. I got to pick up the truck at some point.
Oh, I thought you had already picked up the truck.
No, I picked up the Roadrunner.
Oh yeah, you still got to drive all the way out there to get the truck.
Yeah. So I was going to go do that, and I thought about doing it in the spring, and then it's like, well, no, duct tape's in fall, and so I don't have to haul the Roadrunner out to Tucson to go have fun drag race. That's a long way to go, just to
Yeah,
go drag race and pretend like I'm one of somebody's buddy that I'm not.
yeah.
Like like them people that whatever's. I'd love to see Richard. I'd love to see Ruben out there. I know Johnny Mopar will be out there. That'd be fun. And so that was just absolutely perfect. I could go down the San Diego area, grab the truck, head to Tucson, do the 2-day event there, and then run home. And I was going to try to talk Jed into going with me.
I would have gone. I still would.
I just got so much on this deal, and I want this No Name Nationals thing to work out. I'm going to it. I can't not.
I talked to John just a little bit ago, and he said he would pop in here after he's done with Tony's.
Yeah. I texted him before this too. I'm actually I've got a question for him on what size are the pits going to be? Like how big of an area do we have to pit in?
Probably the whole racetrack, dude. Just Google
No, I'm
the
talking
track.
about for a single person's pit area. You know, how big is that? It's usually enough. And every other place I've been to is enough where you could have your tow vehicle, your trailer, and your car behind it.
A golf cart and your pit bike and your tent and your
Yeah, you usually
awning
get
and
a
your
lot of that.
barbecue.
Exactly.
Well, because I'm planning on buying one of those big stand-up tents. They're really not that, because I'm not. If I don't camp there and stay at a hotel, I am gonna drop the truck and trailer off at the hotel, and I'm driving the car to the event because it's only
And then we're
5
gonna
miles.
cuddle later, right?
No, but I want to
He's not a
set
cuddler.
up.
He's not a cuddler.
I want to set up like a what is the word? Almost like a VIP area. I want to set up like a tent with speakers. Quit, Jet. A tent with music going on and lights and shit for at night after the racing's done. Everybody come hang out. I'm planning on going all out for this thing.
You hurt my feelings.
Well, I'm torn here. Financially, it's better. It would be better for me to go do what I plan on doing because I'm going to pick up the truck this year. So if I do that, it's just one trip there and back. And then going to Sikeston from my house is maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours, maybe.
Yeah.
And so hauling a car there is not that big of a deal. So I thought it was like 5. And then I looked at it just the other day. So
I
anyway,
thought it was longer too, but I guess I don't know because it's different directions. Like I don't go through Sikeston when I go to Tennessee.
the other thing too is depending on what's going on with the bus. If we show up out there, there's going to be a lot of people not needing to bring tents. There's 12 bunks on it, so whoever's in our group that shows up will have a place to stay.
I get top bunk, Jed.
You can have top, but it's too hard for me to climb up there.
You
Me
can
and
be
Sherry
on
get
top.
top bunk. Jed, you can sleep beneath me and Sherry.
I guess I'm kind of okay with it. That means the least amount of work, so I'm good with it.
And then there's the couch in the front lounge, and then there's a couch in the back lounge. Somebody can stay there too. But anyhow, that still depends on what's going on with the touring by the time it comes around.
Yeah, because you run them tour buses year round, don't you? Whenever they're
No, they usually run 9 months out of the year, but this year's different because of getting over COVID. People are trying to get back in the scene, and
well, yeah,
make
the
up
rock
for
stars
lost
got to make
time.
their money.
Yeah, they got to make up for lost time. I can't read what's over here on this thing here, so Ruben, if you got something cool to say, I can't see it.
He wanted to do
saying-
Sikeston.
Nice nose hairs, Rob.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize it was doing that.
He was handsome though.
Chris, why don't you jump in here? Or
Hey,
unless you're sitting on your couch.
Hey Jed, when I turned on the Discord here and saw our pretty little girl's picture, first thing that then I look up and I go, Jed was here.
Actually,
That was Rob.
yeah.
Oh, that was Rob. Dang.
Only because
Yeah.
well, Jed is he's 12 years old and he's Jonah Hill. Actually, he is kind of Jonah Hill as far as that goes. Those are strictly for him, you know.
Hey, Mopar man, if your car ain't ready or whatever, and I understand money stuff, just you can come hang out in the pits with us all day. I'll save you a spot.
Just go to hang out.
Yeah, just go to hang out.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What up?
Hi, Ruben.
If you can actually talk. When I have toothaches, I can hardly talk.
Yeah, I'm on painkillers like a mofo, man. I've been using that Oragel all day. It's just stopped working. I don't know.
It don't
Think
work.
about
You
taking-
need
think about taking
151,
fire
dude.
shit.
No, don't do that. That'll infect it. If you get a bottle of one, and I know they sell this everywhere, like at a gas station. Did you know that, guys? You can walk into a Circle K gas station and walk out with just about any kind of liquor you want in Arizona. Dude, get you a little one, like a little fifth of 151, and like a little half a shot of it, and just hold it on the offending tooth. You'll feel that thing, man. You'll feel that thing die if it's going to go away. If you're getting a root canal, don't do that. If you are if it's going to be a sacrificial guy or get replaced or whatever, then go for that. But I've dealt with a toothache like that before, and it's effective. It hurts, man, but then after a while, you'll feel it just kind of fade away and die, and then all that pressure just drops off, man.
The only thing I have ever had that worked for a bad toothache, and it was after my dad's car accident. They gave him Oxy.
Oof.
He was that bad, and I was in bed with a toothache, and he's like, "Just try one of these." I'm like, all right. I took one, and I was like, "Oh my god, I see why people get addicted to this shit."
Yeah,
And I was
it's
like,
horrible,
"I'm
man.
never taking another one of these again," because it was like I had no pain in my entire body. It felt like I was 5 years old again. I was like, "No, this shit's evil."
Nice. But yeah, I just popped in to say that I was super bummed when I found out about the date change and what it was, but Brian, I talked to Brian and he hyped me up about going to Sikeston. Then when I hung up with Brian, I remembered that I hyped up duct tape, and all my friends here in Phoenix that have never wanted to do anything like that before have seen my videos on it. And now I got a group of like 10 people that want to mob down to duct tape with me. So I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like, what do I do? I was like, I'll just stick to my duct tape plans and just go to duct tape, man. And
Look, you'll be missed.
so, and then John had some good points today too about Sikeston. Is it'd be nice to go to the first one. What if it never happens again? So
Now, you know what? John,
Well, honestly, Ruben, here's what I have to say about all of that. It's 8 months from now. You have no idea what's going to happen in 8 months. Either way, I wouldn't make any steadfast decisions on one or the other 8 months ahead of time anyway. Either way. Either way, you still got to do shit.
If I'm going to Sikeston, I gotta, I got a second job a week ago that I started just to go to Sikeston, or 2 weeks ago. So that's how serious I was about Sikeston.
Yeah, but why would you quit that second job even if you're going to duct tape? Fucking pocket
no.
the money.
I mean, it's great. It's great extra car money.
Yeah.
But for me, dude, Sikeston's a big. I have to make. It's like you with your duster. I mean, if you don't make a plan and a deal right now and a commitment with your duster, it's like you won't make it. If I don't make a commitment to Sikeston right now, dude, 8 months sounds like a really long time. But for me, an RV, dude, what's that cost? Like $200 a day. It's going to cost me, I mean, it's probably going to cost me like $1,500 just to rent an RV for my family and a trailer, and then a couple grand in gas, and then I got to do family shit. So for me, getting to Sikeston is going to probably cost me about $4 or $5 grand, you know? So, I mean, I have to commit to something like that now to make it financially there in 8 months, you know? So, and plus I don't like to linger, man. I like to make a plan, stick to it, and then that's what I'm doing, you know? And I don't like change either. You know, that's why, you know, like me just coming into the year knowing, okay, I'm going to Sikeston, and a month later I'm going to go hang out at Duct Tape, you know, and then changes, and I'm like, fuck. But anyway, I mean, me and John talked today. He had a lot, we had good points about Duct Tape, but he had a lot of good points about Sikeston. And I asked myself, I said, hey man, if I had to pick one, which one would I pick? And Sikeston popped into my head.
The thing is with Sikeston, and this is, I'm really not trying to sway you one way or another, because you're going to make your grown ass man. You can make your own decisions. But with Sikeston, if you're really wanting to grow a YouTube channel, there is your opportunity. Duct Tape. How good did your Duct Tape videos do?
Well, I mean,
My Duct Tape videos are
nobody knows what Sikeston is. Everybody in the world knows.
Everybody's going to know what this is.
I mean, growing a YouTube channel, that's not why I'm going there. I'm going there to hang out with the people that I'm staring at in my phone right now.
Oh, yeah. But I'm going there also.
I could about growing my YouTube channel. I'll grow my YouTube channel making fucking videos. I'm not going to try to go to Sikeston to grow a YouTube channel.
Hey, Brian.
It's all opportunity is what I'm saying.
This conversation is fun to listen to, but this really should be a private conversation between you guys.
Well, it really doesn't matter to me. But
no, I don't. We're not. It's not a private conversation about. I mean, we're not. You know, we're in here. You know, just discussing. You know, the date change is what it is, and you know, there's a lot of there's channels in here that wanted to go to both too. You know, we're not.
Well, and I know John Wilbur had no clue that that's when they were going to do Duct Tape, because Duct Tape didn't even have their shit up yet when they made that decision.
Yeah.
Or I know he probably would have picked another date.
Oh, you could see in the live today, John Wilburn's reaction when he realized it was the same day as Duct Tape. He had no idea.
But then also when you say, well, it's just a bunch of the reason that they canceled, you say, oh, it's just a bunch of junior dragsters, but you know, that's also kids. You know, it's like, well, fuck, you don't want to say, so screw you kids, I want my, you know what I mean?
Yeah, screw you kids, we're gonna drink beer and drag race.
we want to party.
Yeah.
Did you ever get your kid's bike tire fixed, by the way, Ruben?
Nope.
Oh, look.
Subject. I bought him a go-kart, dude.
Oh, well then screw bike tire.
Yeah.
Oh, who else we got? We got Drag Boss Garage in here. I've never seen you in here before. Wow, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, but anyway,
a lot of new people.
Yeah, I think Sikeston will be a lot of fun, man. I think it'll be, you know, if you're coming, if you live 10 minutes away, or you live 10 hours away, or you live 10 days away, it'll be worth it.
Well, now I have an opportunity to go, but I'm not going to say yay or nay, because if I'm going, I'm taking something like Jezebel, and Jezebel has got to be right.
Yeah.
And if Tall John would rather go and get his Little Red Express, I'm not going to miss on opportunities. I've never been to California, and that's actually on my list of places to go. I always had a life dream of riding my motorcycle out to California and living on the beach for a week, like a bum.
Just go to Washington, dude.
If you went out to California and lived like a bum for a week, you'd probably make money off that deal.
The only reason you ever go to Washington.
They'll probably pay you. I hear they're paying people to go down to California to be bums.
So
anyway, guys, I'm gonna hop out, man. I just wanted to come in and let you guys know my situation on it, and I'm 80% Sikeston, 20% Duct Tape.
Well, when are they? When are you going to be able to go to the dentist? That's probably that should be like top on your list right now.
Oh, I don't have medical insurance, man. So all I got's either a pair of pliers or some 151.
They charged me $100 to pull a tooth out here in Tennessee.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Nice.
They
Yeah, I'm
don't
gonna
use
see how I feel. I'm gonna see how I feel tomorrow.
down your throat.
Yeah, I
That
told
shit can
John.
get dangerous, dude. That infection can get dangerous.
Dude,
I told
I
John.
can.
I was
Yeah.
I wouldn't play around with that.
I say, Ruben, if you ever need to take your mind off the pain, have your wife kick you square in the balls. You'll forget all about that tooth.
That works.
That's
I
true.
don't know, man. I've had some. I've had some where I'd rather be kicked in the fucking balls.
Yeah, I told John I was driving down. I was driving my truck last week, and I said, "Oh, my check engine light hasn't come on in a while." 10 minutes later, check engine light. I'm driving a couple days later, and I go, "Man," I go, "God, I'm so glad I got rid of that toothache a couple months ago. That thing was a bitch." Woke up the next morning with a toothache. I need to start manifesting good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if only you could wake up and there's $100 million in your bank account, or the Powerball came through, or
Yeah.
yeah,
You
and it's
start
funny.
playing that.
I think it's a Phoenix thing or an Arizona thing, man. Because when I lived out there, I wasn't out there long, but I damn sure got an abscess tooth while I was out there. My whole face all swelled up. It was bad. And first time I was ever on nitrous, and I told the guy that was pulling my tooth while he was pulling my tooth, if he ever needed anything done on his car, man, I got you. I can fix stuff. He drove a Ford Escape, so they treated me good, man. But I think it's right up there with that valley fever, you know, with all the fungal spores and the dust. Yeah.
But anyway,
That's a
guys,
thing,
I'm gonna
guys.
be back in chat. You guys have a good live, man. I just want to pop in and let you guys know my situation, just in case anybody's wondering if Ruben's going to duct tape or sikeston. I know me and Brian had made plans to head out there and fix his car and stuff, and I still wanted to do that. But anyway, I'll let you guys go, man. You guys have a
A
good live.
quickie,
All
We'll
right,
Ruben.
man.
talk to you later, Ruben.
Hope you feel
Ruben.
better, buddy.
Quickie here. When I
Yeah.
talked to John, he said that officially Duct Tape has not put the dates up on their website yet. And when I looked, I saw first and second, which would be Friday, would be Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, he goes, no, that was last year. And I could have swore it said 22, but I haven't looked. He's right, though. I'm sure he is, because they're going to want to do it Friday, Saturday also, so people can go home.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be cool if the guys from Duct Tape looked at this event and said, "Well, we don't want to do our event on the same day," and did it a different day. That'd be rad, dude. That'd be super cool.
They're
Hell yeah.
not going to care.
Yeah, they're not going to care, but
Yeah.
I don't think they want to step on anybody if they don't have to, but they might not think this is that big of a deal. So
Yeah, I mean it dude, I mean just the thought of finally meeting all you guys and having a good time and drag racing, I mean that's just, I can't resist that. How do you resist that?
I could have showed you the glory hole.
I can't
So
be
I'm not
serious.
going.
yeah, the only dates that Duct Tape Drag has up is it's a Friday. It was last year. It's 2021. They don't have anything up for 2022 yet.
yeah. So
I didn't think they would, though. Honestly, they don't do the. It's like people are saying they've looked at the racetrack's schedule in Sikeston, and it's all 2021. Yeah, they don't ever put their stuff up until
Like right before.
yeah they put their stuff up just before the season starts.
It's just about every track. My local tracks have started changing things around. That they were actually, you'll appreciate this, Chad. The guy who bought Topeka Motorsports Park bought my local racetrack and is putting a fair amount of money into it. But
I hate Topeka.
well, yeah, I've heard those things about it. Yeah, I've heard things about it. Is all I'll say. I've heard things, but
I just don't like it's a big boy track. You go there, and if you're just Joe Blow, you don't feel very welcome.
so what this dude's doing now is he's playing party to all the street racing stuff, and he's taken a lot of stuff from Cletus's channel and running it at the event or at the track, like demolition drag racing and backwards drag racing and the hangover drag racing.
Demolition drag racing?
Oh, dude, it's a demolition derby on a drag strip.
It's pretty silly to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
And then racing down racing up the shutdown towards the starting line, and he's doing it all
back of the track, no prep stuff.
So he's doing it all because you know that kid that he's from out here too. That that kid with the S10 who's got a channel. Billy, yeah. All right.
SRC or whatever.
SRC, yes. So I could tell you stories like his girl. That girl. She does some things and some stuff. But more importantly, is he's I'm not repeating it. It's not hard to figure out.
Eats Coolican pizza.
I probably.
I'll be back.
But more importantly, he like any kind of, if you ever watch his channel and he's doing test hits, you know, in that truck, he's doing it behind the drag strip. There's a small county road that runs perpendicular to the drag strip, and it actually, part of the shutdown goes over this little county road. I think this track is one of the only tracks in the country that has an active street light or stoplight and intersection. And anytime you see him doing test hits close to home, he's at the back gate of the drag strip. It's very ironic to me. But he's the guy that bought the track. He's capitalizing on all of that kind of exposure. So yeah, which that's fine. But like when I grew up at that track, it's the same home track that my bosses all ran at, man. It's not like it used to be. You know what I mean? Nothing is, of course, but he's trying to make a big boy track. He's trying to infuse all of this no prep ideas, and they run serious points events out there. So, oh, that's sexy. What is that, Jet? Oh, he were gonna fix that. That's right. That van is really cool, man.
Oh, sweet.
The van grill.
Sweet.
I figure while y'all are talking, I'll fix this.
Cool.
You should be getting something here soon, Jed.
I need to order gaskets for that thing then.
I didn't get it in that day because we yacked too long, and then the next day I was sicker than a dog, so I didn't get back over there. And so I finally got it dropped off. I don't think I got the receipt in my pocket. I don't know if it has a. I didn't ask for a tracking number.
Yeah, it'd be fine. The as far as like, you know, the race goes, I'm not gonna make a decision if I'm going or not until I know what you're doing, Tall John. Because if you want to go to California and you're gonna snag my butt, I'll go to that.
Yeah.
Just because I want to. That's one of the few states I haven't been to yet, even though if it is a hellhole, I don't care.
It's nice to visit out there. It's real nice to visit. I'll say that much for California.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful place for sure.
And I was up in Monterey, California, and that was really nice. I liked it up north.
I can't actually work on this. It is so filthy from the desert.
They came out of the desert?
Yeah, it came from Arizona.
There is a desert there.
Yeah, I have to wash this thing before I can do any gluing. Never mind. To the bathtub with it.
All right, there is a tracking number on this receipt, so I'll get it to you tomorrow.
Okay. I'll just leave this thing hung up. Let's put this over here.
We got going on over here in chat.
Oh, 78's is telling a story.
Hey, where's Chris at? I seen him commenting. Mopar man saying something about being thrown under a bus. I don't know what that's about.
78, bro. I'm gonna tell you, man. Just do you, bro. Yeah, don't worry about nothing. Just do you, be you. If you show up as a spectator, don't throw any shade, man. You know what's nice, man, is that somebody's saying your name, and if they're not saying your name, that they're at least thinking about you. You know, everybody's got different plans and different paths. So
Sexton. Oh,
like whatever's going on, bro, just do you, do what you do. You know, I'm a sub to you, bro, so I got love for you. Just don't let the shade givers and the haters, you know, maybe they're just salty because you live so close. If that's what you're saying, I mean, if that's what was said, maybe they're salty because they got to make a haul, and you're like, oh, that's half a tank of gas round trip. So good, don't sweat it, bro. You don't need to sweat it. Ain't nothing to sweat. So just
get comfortable
like, stand tall.
there.
You know how you get comfortable, Jed? You get yourself a Jeg's office chair.
They got Jake's
Actually,
office
you're
chair.
chair. You guys
They
saw
got
my
Jake's,
chair.
oh, they do have Jake. Do they have Jake's bar stools, honey? Jake, look
Yes.
that up for me. I need some of them in my shop.
Yes, they do.
By the way,
Yes,
Rob, since you are the Jake's man,
I
that
am.
blemish stool I bought from you guys,
The sticky one?
yeah, it doesn't hold pressure while I'm TIG welding. It sits there and it lowers itself down. I need to send that in for warranty work.
I would have been, don't
That
know
was
if I bought a sticky seat in the first place.
well, it was sold as is, Jed, because of the sticky seat, if you'll remember. And B, that's why it was sold at such a cheap price, because they all showed up tacky.
Looking at Jags.
Mostly old parts and rust. No, I aspire to possibly do one, maybe thinking about it, doing it one day. The guys just asked, I sell these guys parts. So they've asked me to jump in and
Yeah, he's our
add color company.
He's our contact at Jake's. He's kind of a big deal.
I'm not a big deal.
He is kind of,
Those are old parts, and that's Ron. He's in Topeka.
Jed, tell him he's a big. Tell Rob he's a big deal.
I'm not.
Rob, you have a big deal.
Why do you gotta tell everybody?
They got him with bats. No. How much are they?
$50.
Hey, anybody need
Oh.
a career change? Celebrity coach is looking for interior workers. Start them off at $25 an hour
What?
What?
in the beautiful Nashville, Tennessee area.
Doing
Okay,
what?
I love Nashville. What?
Doing interior work.
What, like cabinetry and upholstery and carpet and electrical and
repair.
plumbing?
Repair, tile work, cabinet, sure. Yeah. Carpentry.
I don't know how to do any of those things.
Putting laminate on. You want to learn? They'll teach you.
Is that your company, or is that
No.
the company that you get your buses from?
No, this is a different company. No,
Oh.
I don't get buses from anybody. I get them from my wife.
I don't know if I'd want to clean up a tour bus after a tour.
She
Depends
does
on-
that.
Depends on who it was.
I let her do all that. You know, we had ICP on there one time,
Ooh,
and I really thought this is not going to be good. But when it came back, it was in excellent condition. But the rear lounge had white paint all over the walls. I guess the guy putting his makeup on kind of made a mess a little bit, but they really took care of it when they were on it.
That's awesome. I grew up listening to their stuff. I was definitely a Juffalo.
Well, yeah, that is a good idea. Anybody on here that needs subs, you know, I don't pull the people that Uncle Tony does, but if you need subs, be sure to shout out your channel, and everybody that's here, go sub to whoever is shouting out their channel, because it's like a super subathon for these people trying to get some of these smaller guys like me to this race.
having the
I
smallest
need
channel
197 as of right now.
I have the smallest channel here. Please.
Oh yeah, you have the smallest channel.
I have
Jed.
I have a negative channel, dude. I win.
Channel. This is not a channel. That's Rob's unit.
No. There we go.
Wow.
Coming to the live, they said. We'll talk about cars, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Wow.
All right, so let's talk about cars. You did some welding on your floors last night, Brian. I know.
Yeah, it is not pretty, but my feet, I am not going to be Flintstoning that car anymore.
But it'll hold dirt, so you now you have to vacuum it.
Yes, so I got to vacuum it now because it's holding all the leftover weld that I'm grinding off, and there's a lot. I told my dad one time that I wanted a welder for Christmas, and he said, "Nah, I've seen your welds. I'm buying you a grinder."
Did anybody else notice in Brian's video that when he set it up and he had that background music, if you watched him breathing, it was like he was breathing to the beat.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You can watch me breathing. What? That's creepy.
It was weird, dude. It happened.
Watch your own
Watch it
TV,
again.
Brian.
I'm gonna have to watch it again now. I didn't notice that.
You can watch as he's breathing. His body is sitting there going. And it's
Yeah,
like
I'm an
literally-
old man who used to smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day. I have breathing problems.
That's right, Brian. Don't forget old man. Don't forget.
Oh, I am an old man.
You're right behind me, brother.
I am an old fat man. You guys see me crawl into that fucking thing? Goddamn.
You got
I used
that
to do
thing
that for a
crazy.
living.
It was like a walrus crawling into a cave.
You know, around here, I'll be talking about Brian. So it could be Lunar. It could be you. It could be another friend of mine. Little Red Express is parked at Brian's house. So I'll tell the wife, I'll say, yeah, so I was talking to Brian the other day, and she goes, okay, which one? She says, Brutus, that's you. She says you look like Brutus.
I do. I keep looking. I need to trim my beard up really bad. I've been getting it's really unruly.
Diana, who do I? Diana Mendez in the chat. Rob, your voice sounds familiar. Who do I sound like? Who do I remind you of?
You know, I've heard his voice
Very
before.
white.
I called this one phone line in the bathroom stall of a truck stop once. It said, "Call for a good time." It sounded just like him. Let me tell you, it was a good time.
Girls gotta
Barrels
eat, man.
Garage. Do I caulk my welds? I don't think they make that much caulk.
Our girls got to eat, Jed.
Gallon tub, Brian. Gallon tub.
I gotta spackle my floorboards now.
I'm definitely
Tackle. All right, so I went looking through one of the
no
storage
405.
sheds where I thought maybe our little oil galley jig was at, and it wasn't there. So I got a couple more to go to. So we're gonna find this thing next week or the week after for your 360 block, so you can drill it out. Now, that cam you showed us, Rob, is that not Rob? Brian, are you getting that cam, or is that just a cam?
No, that was one that somebody had for sale. I
Okay.
think it's going to be a little small for what I'm doing.
Okay,
I thought it
so
was pretty small.
I did too because I got the specs on it too, and I gotta say, no, I am. No, I'm not. She says I sound like Chief from the 405. No, I'm way more charismatic and pretty.
Mhm.
But Brian, I was looking at the It's a Magnum block, right?
Yeah,
It's Magnum.
yeah.
All right, so it's got. All right, so there's nothing in the mainstream, even Hughes. And Jed was looking. Jed, did you find anything? Because I didn't see anything exciting, and all of the duration was ridiculously low.
That
You gotta
seems
go to
like
Hughes
what I was
Agents. They make
noticing.
some
I
pretty
haven't had
wicked
much
ones.
duration.
Yeah, it was 250 and 260 at 50 thou, I think.
The one that Brian sent us, I don't think it was that much.
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
Yeah, I thought it was 252 and 260. I thought something like that.
I thought the one that Brian sent out was like 220. It was like it was good for fuel injection, is what I thought it
Yeah,
was.
227 at 50.
Okay.
Hold
What was
on.
I looking at?
512 lift, 1:6 ratio. God dang it, would you stop rotating on a 112, which for what Brian's doing, I don't think that's
That's pretty trucky, if you ask me.
yeah.
I'm looking it up right now. The one I'm thinking about going with.
You should just stroke a 318 out to 390.
Yeah.
I
That'd
want to
actually
do
be
that,
helpful.
but my budget does not allow for that right now.
Get a sponsorship, Brian.
From who? Who the hell's going to sponsor me?
I heard of
Jig.
I was gonna say I know of a small time company out in Kansas somewhere. You know. Oh. Wait,
Kansas.
yeah, that one. Yeah,
Oh, that guy.
yeah, that guy.
What guy? I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm not looking at the screen right now.
You know, that guy. I
It's
got
a
to find
pretty
out where the
little
glare's
sticker.
not gonna.
I hope if I ever come up with stickers, they're at least half that cool.
Right.
I'm thinking. I think we need to sticker bomb Brian's duster.
Yes.
Some of these.
Yes.
Who needs a paint job?
When you have
As
stickers.
long as I can cover the red, all of the red.
Ooh, we could
You
do.
love
Yeah.
red, Brian.
How
You
you gonna
love
do that? This has got red.
Here we go. Here, wait. Check it out. We sticker bomb them with the
Here.
Scott Speed Shop stickers, and then we do like a couple of like Viper stripes or Bumblebee stripe or something out of Jeg stickers.
Ooh.
It's not a bad
I know a
idea.
guy can. I know a guy who can make that happen.
Oh, now I
That's
gotta
not a
go.
totally horrible idea. I don't think. It'd be interesting.
What is in the chat, y'all? Look at that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I gotta go. I gotta go get rid of somebody.
What is his picture?
Something about Krispy Kreme candy.
Oh, I like Krispy Kreme. Only when it's fresh, though. Hey, guy, you're not funny. Nobody cares. Stop being a douche.
The chat's gonna get Epstein. Oh my god, that's bad. Yeah, mostly old parts and rust. I think we looked at that one, man. I don't think that's a Magnum cam, is it, or is that an LA cam?
Well, he's gonna probably end up using an LA cam because
LA roller cam?
because I got a jig that you put on a Magnum block,
Yeah.
and you drill the galley to the cam,
Oh,
and that way you can put LA heads on the engine.
so where's it pick up the oil from to oil the shafts?
Through the
In
cam.
the galley?
In the LA,
Yeah.
it comes.
Yeah, on the LA it comes through. There's a hole drilled in the camshaft, and it picks it up. You know, you're familiar, and at times the oil's shooting up to the head. Well, the LA or the block has the boss there on a Magnum, but it's not drilled.
Oh,
So if you drill it out, it'll accept an LA head.
That's much better, Brian.
That's the cam I'm thinking about.
That's
I don't
more
know how
gooder.
easy that is
Cam or
to
is that
see.
LA?
That's a Magnum cam.
Yeah, because I thought that was the whole point of using a Magnum block was using the Magnum roller cam. If you're gonna run an LA, then you kind of go.
The thing
fast.
was, I was just doing the boss so I could run the drilling that out so I could run the LA heads.
yeah. I was reading where guys were drilling the back of the heads to oil the rocker shaft and like teeing off the oil pressure sending unit.
You can
I've
do
seen.
that.
I've heard of people doing that.
Yeah, we've done that before.
Is it all effective?
Yeah, it works. It works good.
Yeah.
You have to
Not as-
restrict it. You got to find really somebody's maybe done it, but you have to restrict the hold down off the galley, knock it down with like a jet, like a Holly jet, to restrict the amount of oil because it pumps a ton of oil. Now, here's the thing about a Magnum cam as opposed to an LA cam is a Magnum cam is not drilled for pushing the oil to the rocker system. Also, the Magnum cam, when they give you the lift, they're figuring it on a 1:6 rocker ratio.
Which I was going to go with a 1.6 rocker anyway.
Yeah, so you got to make sure you do a 1:6 to get that.
See, now they do have. I have a friend of mine that is running LA heads on his Magnum without drilling the hole or drilling the heads at all. He's got a set of rockers that it oils up through the push rods and then oils the rocker and everything too, all through that.
Yeah,
Made the rockers.
yeah, it's got the like a gosh darn it, AMC type lifter in it.
Yeah. Well, no, the thing is
It's got
Yeah,
a Magnum.
the Magnum lifters oil up through the up through
Right,
the
right.
push rods.
Right.
So I've got a couple different ways I could go. I would like to run an LA head on it, an LA style head, because I really like the shaft mount rockers.
I also like the fact that if you touch an LA head with a grinder, the flow jumps. Whereas, and the Magnum does a good job too, but you get more airflow out of an LA head than you will a Magnum.
I was just thinking about aftermarket heads too. I was thinking about aluminum heads. So
Oh, that's true too. Do
Ron,
those?
the problem, I gotta say it. Mostly will parts. Ron, you mentioned comp cams.
Oh,
Yeah, I just gotta say it. Brian, you already know.
way to go, Ron.
Don't trust them.
Yeah.
Worst offender in the aftermarket right now for camshafts. Just gotta say that. Okay, I'm good now. I got it out. Let's go back and talk about cool stuff. But you just bring up a good point. Do you gotta cut the valve guides?
yeah, yeah. If you're using the Magnum heads, you have to cut the valve guides down because
I've got
they'll
all the
only
tools
go.
to do that, but you've also got your machine shop stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
well,
But that's only if I go with a Magnum head, which my budget I may be forced to just go with a Magnum head and do some work to it.
thing
But
is, I don't know what do you got to do with the valve guides again? I didn't quite hear that.
you got to cut them down, or like if you're running anything over, I want to say like a 550 lift.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the retainer hitting the guide.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that ain't no big deal. You can buy the tool for about, I forget what it is, $40 or something, and chop them all yourself.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is though. See now, there's another. It's a whole other thing because I want to run an LA intake. I really want to run a tunnel ram on this engine.
Yeah.
And a guy has an LA tunnel ram spare.
Yeah, and I have to mortgage my house.
Hey,
That's all right. I'm
that
moving
guy
anyway.
also has my W2 tunnel ram. Look at
I
him
do have a
smile.
W2 tunnel ram now.
Did that
Look-
show up?
Oh, let me go get it.
Yeah.
Ron,
Could
you
show
just
us
got to
what
do
I
your
can,
research as
please?
far as all the cams going flat in today's market. They're mostly all comp cams. I'm not saying all comp cams are junk. I'm just saying the new ones they're making right now. Ask Rob. He works for Jake's. I'll be back.
But the thing is, Hughes also, and Hughes is like 2 hours away from me. So if I need them to do any machine work, I could just drive it up there. But
Ain't that pretty? Ain't that pretty?
they will drill Magnum heads. They have a jig to drill Magnum heads to take a LA intake.
Look at that. I
Nice.
never thought I'd ever.
Carburetor bolted to
I
it.
never thought I'd ever be jealous of your big pieces, but I really like that one.
Stop. You're just going to fill his head up with all those lies. Jeez.
I'm watching you guys through the ports.
So Mopar
Even
man
though it's a
says,
Mopar tunnel ram, and these are some of the worst flowing tunnel rams ever made. Just because Mopar decided that a rectangular port was a great idea, especially when you're flowing into an oval port.
Works on Chevys.
I'm wondering if that was sort of made because that manifold was also used on W5. So the W5, you would cut the oval out. I wonder if that's why. I don't know.
That would be funny to see if somebody stuck two. Jed, you have to put 2 thermal quads on that.
If I had 2 thermal quads, it'd be funny.
So there's a.
Hey, Jed, you want 2 thermal quads?
What do you want to do? Trade?
There's a.
Hey, Jed, do they have to have chokes? And do you need them to work?
What about
Oh,
those
you gotta-
demon carburetors that look like thermal quads?
That was Dad's first thing was, we should get a pair of street demons and throw on there. I was like,
It'd be funny. It'd be different.
I've always wanted to get one of those 1000 CFM race thermal quads just to put on the shelf.
Yeah. Add to the collection.
Yeah. Look.
I did see an old nostalgic picture of a guy that had 2 thermal quads on a tunnel ram.
There's a picture floating around at work. All the offices are full of just old vintage racing photos from when everything got all started. And it's not a thermal quad thing, and it is a small block Chevy thing, but whatever, it was still kind of cool. Jake Senior he built an intake in the race shop that took 4 quadrojets.
That'd be cool.
It was on a big, massive freaking tunnel ram, and they made this plate to take 4 quadrojets to try to get it to run. It was nasty. It's a cool picture. He also had blower belts that were V belts, and he stacked up pulleys on the snout of the blower. And it's a huge picture on the wall in the break room. It's pretty
Breaker.
awesome.
I think I'm going to go with Hughes on the cams. But one thing for them, one, they're 2 hours away from me. 2, that's all they do is
They are
Mopar.
Mopar only. That's why I
Yeah.
use them.
I mean, yeah, they may be a little bit more pricey, but that, like I said, that's all they do. So,
And they use Johnson lifters, which are made right in Michigan.
The thing that I like about them too is, because of the Mopar thing, the Mopar lifter, the diameter allows you to have a way faster ramp speed on your camshaft. And so most cams are designed for Chevrolets and then adapted to a Ford or a Mopar. And so you have that little beaker ass lifter that the Chevys have, and they can't open the valve fast enough. You need a bigger diameter. So the Hughes cams are all ground with the ramp speed that you can use with the big lifter. And that is a big advantage to having a Mopar. The bigger the lifter, the closer to roller you can make that camshaft with flat tapping. So, a Mopar man was saying he had a Lunati cam with, I forget whose lifter it was. And it just made me think, if you have your favorite flat tappet cam and you don't want to take a chance of eating it up, there is nothing wrong with putting a roller on that camshaft. Nothing. You can put it on.
You just can't go the other way.
There's
It's
who is it?
I thought you couldn't because I thought that the regular cam was made to spin the lifter. And it would burn it up. It would burn up a roller.
No, you can use it. You can do it. Vizard talks about it.
Because I mean, I've done some looking around at that, and
The lifter spins because the lifter where it rides on the cam is convex? That's how the lifter spins. And a roller, I mean, you can put, just like John said, you can put a roller lifter on a flat tappet cam and be good. You can't put a flat tappet lifter on a roller cam because of how steep the ramp is.
Exactly.
It'll just eat it up. But what makes the lifter spin is the lifter itself, not the cam.
see, I've heard people say just the opposite, but I trust you guys over stuff I've read on the internet. So
yeah, the lifter has a 1 degree cut on the bottom of it, and the high performance ones like Hughes, those have a 2 degree cut because they do increase the ramp speed where it needs to be. But yeah, absolutely.
Ryan, are you on Trey Buddies only?
yeah, I can get on there. Why, is there something on there I need to look at?
Just
Send me a
posted
link.
36 minutes
Whatever.
ago. $600 plus shipping from Florida. It's an Edelbrock TR5 small block tunnel ram. Comes with linkage, thermostat housing, and curb spacers, the angled ones.
I have to look at it if it lasts long enough for me to get the money together for it.
It won't last probably very long.
No, it won't. There'll be more.
There will be.
I almost guarantee that there'll be at least one at Indy.
I've always got my line that I think you can borrow.
There was one at Indy last year. What sucks is that one used to be mine, and I sold it to the guy, and he sold it to you at Indy.
That's actually what's funny is I bought that same tunnel ram, but for LA at Indy. I didn't really want the tunnel ram. I wanted the freaking shifter. It was a non-console V-body shifter. That's all I wanted, but he wouldn't come off the price on it, and it was too pricey. So I was like, I'll buy the tunnel ram and I'll buy the shifter. And I think I sold the tunnel ram for a little bit less than what I paid for the pair. but I got rid of it. I should have kept it.
Yeah, because I'd have been buying it off of you right now.
Brian,
And I
is that-
sold it to him for a hell of a lot less than what you paid for it, with carburetors on it.
Last year at Mo Party, there was a guy that had 2 LA tunnel rams with carburetors, with linkage, and I want to say $750. I think he wanted for it all.
You know,
260.
I honestly did not think about that, but if there's any last minute thing I need to come up with, there's always going to be the swap meet at Mo Party before this
Yep.
race now.
Yep.
If there's a tunnel ramp for sale at Indy for a small block for LA, I'm buying it so I have a reason to put it. I have an awesome intake to put on Stella right now.
But I'm buying it because I need it.
It'd be just a bidding war, dude.
Okay.
I'll be buying it too, just to have. Thank you.
I think we should all buy one and put it on the shelf and have Brian stare at them all when we're on the live.
I currently have 2 small block tunnel ramps. I need 3.
You need 3.
I would really like to have a Wyand small block tunnel ram, but I'll take what I could get.
Hey, speaking of tunnel rams, they Vizard has a really cool video on how to port one. So you should check that out.
You know, now, I don't know who I told this or who all knows, but you know Vizard is coming to No Name Nationals, right?
I know
going to be there.
If he's feeling good, he is.
He said on that video that he was going to be there. They did a video, I think it was for the Uncle Tony thing, when Uncle Tony pulled out the wad of cash.
He is the closest thing to a living Smokey Eunuch that's alive right now.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't take advantage of picking his brain or at least saying hi to him, you're going to miss it.
All of my college textbooks were written by him. It was awesome.
The guy I bought my tunnel ram off of, it's on Jezebel at M1 tunnel ram. I think his name is Jack Irving. He's a fairly well-known super stock racer out in the Las Vegas area. I think he goes by the name like GTX now. He's in like for A bodies and B bodies only. And he told me everything you have to do to make those tunnel rams at least work half as good as like a Wyand. And he said he spent like $600 in research just trying to get that M1 I bought from him working properly. It's something about the short radius bend and stuff inside of it. You fix all that and recontour it, and the tunnel rams will actually work like they're supposed to.
So he told you, or he told you what to do, or did he show you what to do, or what did he do?
He just told me over the phone because
Okay.
I bought the tunnel ram, and he kind of made a big deal out of what made that tunnel ram work so good. And a lot of guys want the Mopars because they are the shortest ones they make.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. That's a tricky
He's pretty
place
cool,
to
dude.
play with. He doesn't know what you're doing.
John Irving, my bad, is his name. He was pretty cool to talk to. I will probably ignore what he said, and I'll just put that thing on bone stock if I'm going to run a tunnel ram on the Duster.
Yeah. It's going to make it run. W2's tunnel ram and that big roller. See you later, little Duster.
Yeah.
Jet's going to get out.
Mopar Maniac just got an Excel BEI. I approve. It's all I run in Jezebel is BEI everything. If you want to sell me that BEI stuff, Mopar Maniac, I want it. I've got like 3 or 4 big block distributors, a small block. I've got like 5 spare boxes, ignition boxes. But all the BEI stuff it's all tack drive, and they're all ball bearing. They got a ball bearing on the top of the shaft that right below the rotor, and they got a ball bearing at the base. That's what makes them so steady. There was never a better built distributor than the Excel dual ball bearing units.
What was about balls with you?
Barbaric. So John says
Why do you
that
think it like that with me, man?
Vizard's got a video coming out that's going to blow us away.
I think, yeah, I'm subscribed to his channel. I think that's one of those that doesn't come up, though. I'm subscribed to a lot of people, and he got the bell rung and everything, and it still doesn't show up.
What is Vizard's channel?
Thought it was David Vizard. Let me look.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm subscribed.
I
He's
give
got
my
a-
dude enough money. $60 a book, $200 a book. I'll watch his stuff.
Rob, you know it's bad for your health, right?
Oh, are you serious? Saved my life, dude. I hate these things, man. Anybody who's watching, they're on the list of 0 to stupid as hell. This is about a 96. I hate these things, dude. I hate them.
Rob, you know how you quit?
Just walk away from them.
Take everything you got and smash them, throw them in the toilet, soak them, throw them away.
You know what? I'll chuck out this pack of Marlboros. You kill those Pall Malls, bro.
Yeah, I like my friends and I like being able to be personable with people.
Me too.
Hey, let
Me
me-
too.
I'm gonna join.
I like to tell John the way he's thinking.
I just feel
Got it.
better. I just feel better.
It's
This
David
is-
Vizard Performance is the name of his channel. Yeah, I'm subscribed to it.
This is like an old episode of the Flintstones, man. It's like a cigarette commercial, right? You guys ever see that? The Flintstones when they did a Lucky Strike commercial?
Mhm.
I did. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can look it up.
I'm not old enough.
It's on YouTube. You have a YouTube channel. You guys know YouTube better than most people using YouTube. You can look it up. It's tied to Google. It's very easy. I could show you how to look things up on YouTube. Where's that at?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's behind me.
They caught
Oh.
up to you, Brian. They finally got you.
I'll be so glad to get out of this damn house. We got a main thoroughfare running right in front of my house. It's just-
Bro, I have Main Street in front of my house. I tried to take a nap mid-December one day. It was like a Saturday, mid-December. I tried to take a nap. No, damn parade broke out in front of my house. Yeah, Christmas marching band, and that's where that Chevy van I sent you a picture of, Jed. That's where that was. Yeah, just try and take a nap.
Oh, Mopar Joe's in the chat.
All right.
Oh, John Wilburn. Yeah. Got our peoples in here. I'll throw this up. Anybody else wants to come in?
There we go. That's fixed.
What you fixed?
What'd you do?
I did not change the name right below my face.
The real
The real
Rob.
Rob Z? Oh,
Uh-huh.
who was Rob Z? The real Rob Z. All right, that's fine.
Joe, I am not making any commitments. It's a far trip, and originally it was going to be a big fat no because there's no way to haul Jezebel. But my brother, if he buys his big gooseneck trailer, he says we can use his diesel and his gooseneck to haul Jezebel. But it still comes down to if we want to make the trip.
Yeah, it's a matter of
I'll make the trip if you go, dude.
I wouldn't ask you to, Rob.
Oh, I have all kinds of vacation time, bro.
You got to go to Indy. Indy's more important.
Indy's close, but I can drive to Missouri.
Missouri.
I've already mapped Missouri. I've already mapped it out. I was saying it right for the Missouri proud in the the chat because
I'm
they
from
will
Missouri.
correct me.
I'm from Missouri.
It's
Believe
Missouri.
me, I want to live in Illinois. Well, actually, it's not even by choice. I would rather live in Missouri, but my family.
So I want to ask about Illinois. Which does it drive you nuts when people say it's Illinois? Because
it does,
then
actually.
then you want to ask them how many do they think there really are?
Yeah,
love it when I
it
get
drove me
to
nuts.
Illinois.
It drove me nuts when I lived in Missouri that people called it Illinois.
You know what messes me up is everybody asks me, and especially when I lived out west, how are the potatoes in Ohio? Wrong state, cowboy.
Yeah, that would be Idaho.
Same thing. Close enough.
Yeah.
They're
We
both
do.
in the Midwest.
We do soybeans and murders here. That's how we roll.
We grow a little bit of corn here in Illinois, a little bit.
All of our corn comes from you. It's funny. It really does. We have a sweet corn festival. I sent you guys pictures of it. And all the corn in the middle of Ohio's Sweet Corn Festival comes from Champaign, Urbana, Illinois area.
I was thinking I might rent one of those U-Haul trailers too for the weekend.
Just
Actually, not
little.
bad little trailers.
Sikeston is 6.5 hours away from me.
It's 8 from me. Like mapped it out.
Yeah. That I forgot it was that far. I thought it was 5.
Yeah, but if you break it up,
No, it'll be a straight shot.
you won't go to see Tom? I
don't
figured
know.
you guys would go to see Tom the day before or something.
I doubt it. That's just a long haul. You know, Indy's 8 hours. But I go to Indy to make money, and yeah.
When is Indy? When is it?
4th and 5th of March.
I got the flyer right here. It's 4th and 5th of March. I'll be there the 3rd, 4th, and 5th because I'm setting up a booth. I probably won't sell anything, but I'm having a booth. It's a base of operation. There's a flyer.
Base of operations.
I don't know who it was. Maybe I was talking to you. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking of going up there for that.
I think Indy's
You're looking to buy anything Mopar. It's there.
I hope
Indy is worth it.
I hope a couple of LA tunnel rams and some W2 tunnel rams so I can put them on my shelf and have Brian look at them and go, these sure look good on my red Duster.
Oh, my Duster ain't going to be red, so it wouldn't look good on my red Duster.
Red's your favorite color. Come on.
We should buy all the tunnel rams at
You
Indy
can try.
and spray. I can, and we can spray paint them all bright red.
I am a swap meet competitor. I have been trained by the best.
The problem is, Brian, you can beat me there because I'll be there, day before everybody else.
Yeah.
Unless I give you one of my.
I get a booth too. I get a booth. I'm scared to get a booth. No, I'd actually rather just go and have some on your booth, so I got a place to hang out.
You can go and have some on my booth. I don't care.
And I'm probably not going to be there Thursday anyway. I probably will be there Thursday, but we'll be leaving out after work and we're going to go to the hotel. So then Friday morning, haven't been driving for 3 hours. Oh, 3-hour drives to Indy.
Early bird gets a tunnel ram. That's a true statement right there. I was thinking a tunnel ram on Stella, no hood, zoomies out over the fenders.
Did you see the picture in Discord?
I did. I can do it better. And the nose on Stella is prettier than that satellite. And anybody who's got a 71 to 73 satellite, you can argue with me all day long. But
I'll argue with you on the 2-door.
Okay. I don't have a 2-door. I have a 4-door because 4 doors mean you can haul more ass and they're cooler. And they're actually well taken care of. It's surprising. You can, nobody has a cherry mint Hemi Cuda or Daytona, but boy, you can trip over a pristine Monaco or Polera all the time.
I show them to you all the time when I see them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Stella's not cool, but you can't say prettiest nose. You can say prettiest nose on a 4-door, and I may agree with you there.
All right. Yeah, I will. Because it's got it really encapsulates the fuselage body styling and that wraparound bumper. Forget it. The rear bumper needs some help, though. Tony's car is way cooler in the rear bumper than mine is.
Could you just put a rear bumper off of his car onto yours?
And taillights, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a good gas tank for one of them cars if you know anybody needs one.
Well, as long as mine's been sitting, I may be the guy that needs one. So.
That's like the 73 and 4 and whatever Dart Sports. I like those taillights better. I would like those taillights on my Duster, but that's a lot of work. Because they got the 4 lights instead of the one big one.
That's just a taillight panel, man. You got to change everything back there.
It's a lot of welding. I'm not.
You have a welder.
I'm not that good at welding.
Yeah, it don't matter. You got a grinder. You got a tub of Bondo. We'll get you a gallon tub of Bondo.
How the hell do you think I'm doing my wheel wells where I had to?
See, and look at all that weight you're going to put back there for traction for the whole shot.
I'm going to stitch together the little spots that I had to clearance for tires, and I don't know. I'm actually thinking different tires now, but
I need glasses. I'm watching me squint at this TV. This is horrible.
yeah,
Yeah.
get your eyes checked.
I got
Who
the
said
TV
that?
way on the other side of the wall, so I can't hardly see the stuff. I hate that.
I
The
see
blind
that
dog.
cornet you got in the shop, Joe. That's the one that the Russian guy delivered to you, right?
No
Yeah,
questions. Just tick tock.
What
He
is
had
that?
some
65?
Russian mobster deliver that car to him. Oh, I shouldn't say that on the internet. They'll come after him now.
He's a legitimate businessman.
They want Joe's hair.
Everybody wants Joe's hair. What are you talking about?
Hey Joe, is he keeping that poly or what? That thing sounds like it runs pretty good.
68 shouldn't have been Polly, was it?
65.
Oh,
Yeah.
fine.
65.
Oh, there it is.
I
On
love how the
B-Dub,
tail lights
68.
go up on the top of the quarters on those things.
You know, the 500s don't do that. Like the standard Coronets, they yeah, that's the good looking taillight, right? But the Coronet 500s, they've got the badge on top of them and the small taillights in the 65, and then they've got the frat zog and the top of the badge on top of the quarter. It kind of matches the frat zog at the leading edge of the fender. So there is a difference. The 65, the regular one is way better looking. What a cool altered wheelbase car too.
Yeah.
That's what you should do, Jed. You should take the satellite, since you're not doing anything with it at the moment, and you should make that thing into an altered wheelbase machine. Like an AFX if funny cars never
What
took
does
off with flopper
73
body.
satellite ultra wheelbase look like?
Yeah.
Is it 73 or 74, Jed?
It's a 3. He's cringing. Look at him.
That would look awful.
Rob, whatever you're smoking, man. Where you
Marlboro.
buy cigarettes at?
Marlboro. Gas station.
Yeah, you should not go to that gas station ever again.
Or go there a lot.
Yeah, or go. Yeah. Just. I'm having a hard time,
That didn't create some existential crisis, dude. Whatever.
I'm contemplating whether or not I can honestly call you my friend after that one. That's pretty rough, man. I like the idea of whistling diesel in my satellite more.
Just wailing on it and destroying it?
Yeah.
While Nickelback plays out of it?
Yeah, you can be wrong.
Yeah.
Go for it, man.
I still believe that there are more people that actually like Nickelback, but don't admit it, than don't like Nickelback.
I'm not
You gotta
opening
be a
this up,
real
dude.
man to admit that you like Nickelback.
What kind of man does it take to admit that they don't like Nickelback? Because I'm that kind of man.
Everybody says that.
Chat, come on. How many of y'all out there actually like Nickelback?
Oh, I'm odd man out on this one. I
There's
already
only
know.
19 people in here that'll ever know you said it.
I guarantee I'm odd man out. Yeah, see.
Dad jams out to Nickelback.
There, B-Dub's
Hey,
Garage.
Yeah.
New guy to the channel, yes. He likes Nickelback. If you haven't noticed, anybody new, if you haven't noticed, we talk about cars in here, but not always just about cars.
Well, Parmenic, I just earned you a sub, bro. I got you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. William, all right. We talk about all kinds of stuff.
Nickelback.
Does Mrs. Dust Devil like Nickelback?
Of course she does. I'm not giving her a chance to answer. Of course she does. No, I know she does because I've heard her listening to it before.
I don't even know what song does Nickelback do. I'm sure I've heard it, but
Well, there's a lot. Photograph and
Photograph.
and there's a lot I don't know the names of, but there's a lot of songs I don't know the name of. Hold on.
What we can think of.
Photograph.
Photograph. Hold on, I'm gonna Google it. Nickelback songs.
Wow.
Songs that don't sound the same. Shit.
It's like AC/DC. I'm not opening that up either.
Yeah, let's not.
Okay,
open
okay.
that.
Google says photograph and
Photograph.
No, they got a lot of songs. Now that I'm looking at it. How You Remind Me, which does kind of sound like photograph. Now, Rockstar does not sound like photograph.
Rockstar is probably my favorite one.
sing it.
No, I can't sing.
We're not doing that.
No karaoke.
That would go
God,
against.
Tom
That
Worthman
would
just emailed me.
get me a copyright strike anyway.
Mopar
Actually-
karaoke.
Jed has done spoken word of the Rockstar song to throw me shade on Nickelback, dude. Don't tell me you don't know the words, dude. Ringo did a song called Photograph. There you go, Ringo. There's three I can think of it. Yeah, Def Leppard did a song called Photograph. Ringo
Yeah,
started.
okay,
a song.
I will admit that Def Leppard Photograph is a lot better than Nickelback Photograph. I'll admit that because I'm a Def Leppard fan.
Same.
But I do like Poison more than Def Leppard. Poison is my favorite hair band ever.
Which is funny because Bret Michaels doesn't have any hair under that hat.
No, not now. I don't.
I do like Journey.
I don't
Have
like.
you guys seen the new lead singer for Journey though? It's great. Like since Steve Perry doesn't do it anymore, they've got this hardcore karaoke Vietnamese guy who had nailed it on sounding like Steve Perry.
Really?
It's awesome, man. I guess they were searching for somebody to take Steve Perry's place when they wanted to go back out on tour, and somebody sent them a video of this guy in Vietnam, and just wailing to everything, and they offered him a job and put him on tour. Man, the kid I guess he doesn't speak very much English or didn't when he started, but boy, he can sing. He can sing open. He can sing Open Arms like Steve Perry and get you all in the feels.
Well, that's like back in the day with AC/DC. Bon Scott had that voice, and it was.
Oh, Filipino. Okay, I didn't know.
But then he died, and whatever the other guys they got to replace him, they lucked out because he sounds almost just like him.
You talk about Brian Johnson?
Yeah. Brian, he's a big car guy too. People don't know that.
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember his name. But yeah, he turned out sounding just like him. It's like, wow.
See, B-Dubs is in the chat, taking me to school. Thanks, man. I didn't realize he was Filipino. I didn't realize that he was lead singer along under Steve Perry. He's good though, right? I mean, he's on point. That I know. That much I'm right on, I hope. But yeah, that Brian Young or whatever. Yeah, he's a car guy. He's on Top Gear a lot. He's on Leno a lot.
JMR's in the house.
Yeah, JMR.
Is JMR coming out to the No Name? He's got some nice cars.
Sorry, I got trapped on eBay. I'm trying to get free.
What are you buying? Things you ought not to be talking about on the tube of you?
No, Roseman sent me a link to some Hemi stuff, and yeah, I need to get off here.
Anything good?
Those LA tunnel rams won't fit that jet.
He's got a mill. He's got a lathe now. He's unstoppable.
I'll turn that tunnel ram into Hemi.
It's aluminum. We can make anything work. I'll help.
I've got JB Weld.
It might take a month for you to get it back, but I'll help. I'll get it in the mail right away.
It reminds me, Tall John, I still got to sell you a carburetor, which feels wrong because you're giving Dad an intake, but that's okay. You're giving Dad an intake. You're buying a carburetor.
Intake. I'm not. We're gonna. We talked the other day and forgot all about it. I don't know what the hell we talked about. Everything, right? Except what we should have.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get that figured out too. There was that, and then when you get ready to start making the shifters again.
Did you want a T-hand or did you want a round ball?
Well, the round ball seems right with the thing that I have, but if you could do a T handle that says dart in it or swinger,
I can't put anything in it. It's kind of what's already in the mold.
Okay.
But as far as the ball, I can put anything inside of it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I got that. Let me see if I can find it. Freaking mess over here.
Look at this photograph.
Keep going, Rob.
I can't sing my version of it.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That's your favorite verse.
No. No.
Uh-oh. Keep
What?
going.
No. What keeps going?
What is that? What do you got on the wish list? She's got Jeg's wish list opened up, and it's her own personal wish list of stuff she wants.
Has she seen the ladies' apparel line? Because it's very extensive and on sale right now.
And it's excellent clothing.
It actually is. Anna's got a few pieces of it, and it's fantastic stuff.
That's actually a lie, Rob. She doesn't own any of those. Those are all mine.
Oh. JMR, I'm actually not allowed to sing. Court order.
John Wilburn.
Hi, John.
What's up, John?
John Wilburn.
Jeg got a lot of hair going today.
That's just my hair.
You got quite a mane.
He's getting the Mopar Joe look going, isn't he?
I like that, Tall John. Where'd you come up with that?
That's cool.
It was a gift to me. A guy went to, I think he went to Jeg's up there, and where you're at, Rob, and they had these on the shelf or something. This is probably about 5-6 years ago.
Yep, I remember.
You carry those, Rob? Nope.
Howdy, Mr. Z. Howdy, Dust Devil. Mopar Maniac Garage. He's the artist formerly known as Mark Shaw. Jason Falk, Rabbit Transit, all these folks. Sorry, I'm greeting them like I do on mine.
Oh, that's all right. We got
just used to doing that.
Well, that and the hell, John. How many lives have you been on lately?
Oh my gosh, I need to add that up. I've been either 4 or 5 in the last 5 days.
Hey, Ruben.
By the way, John, I was going to say, I saw that you're going to have what's his name from Simpsons on your live deal.
Yes. Yeah, Joey Simpson. Yep.
Yeah,
the 28th at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Central's the only time that matters. 7 Central.
Yeah, see?
Thank you.
January 28th.
Remind him that I got first dibs on those wide Mopar valve covers of his.
Also, I don't know if you heard it, Jed, but when I was on with Chris Albrecht, he asked me a question. It's funny how people think about these questions. He asked me, he said, if me personally, what would I like to see at the No Name Nationals? And besides the stuff that I know is their match race and that kind of thing, I kind of took the question as, what do I want to see? And I said, honest to goodness, I'd like to just see Jezebel. And that's not a push or anything. I'm just dead serious. If you ask me what I want to see and what I would be excited about seeing, it would be that Charger. I mean, that's crazy.
This is going to hurt.
I've said from day one.
I'm just telling you.
I'm not going to push Jed to go. If he wants to go, he's going to go.
It's nothing like that. But he asked the question.
This ain't me. Just because it's on my live, Jed, it ain't me.
Hey, he asked the question and it popped in my head and I answered honestly. I just answered honestly.
I've seen the car in person, and it actually is cooler in person than
I've
it
not
is
seen it,
on
but I
film.
really. He asked the question, and it's like Ghostbusters. When they ask the question, what's the first thing that pops in your mind? The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Well, the first thing that popped into my mind was that ratty blue Charger, that picture of you, my contact picture on my phone. The one about the neighbor thing. That's just what popped into my head. So
I actually.
That's my screensaver at work.
right. Exactly. It's an infectious picture. It really is.
Last night when I was hanging out with Brian in Discord, I literally took. I've got my favorite clip of Jezebel ever starting was when it was a really cold day and we're having throttle issues. But when we got it finally running, it just sounds so cool and it shoots all the vapor and dust out of the zoomies.
Ooh.
I have that saved as like a 50-second clip that's going to go up. That's going to get uploaded just
Neat.
as a.
Well, don't take it as like guerrilla lobbying or anything like that. I'm just saying he asked the question, and that's the first thing that popped into my mind. So that's just what I went with.
Well, I mean, it's a 6.5 hour journey or 6 hours out there. That's what hurts. But originally, what was going to keep me from going was going to be truck and trailer accommodations, other than it being a long ass haul, and the car's got to be sorted. But my brother's thinking about buying a gooseneck, and he said if he gets it, we can use his truck and trailer to come out because there's no way he'll be able to make it.
Oh man.
He'll be working.
Okay.
So there's a small possibility. Now, is there any kind of fees or what you got to pay and all that kind of stuff? You guys thought about
we got a cart, but that's like a drop in the bucket compared to the gas money. So
yeah.
I got a lot of masters to please in this. So believe me, we got Larry Jeffers, he's getting the gate cut in Dallas. And then we got to pay all the stuff out of Dallas, and I pay that share. So,
I said it before. I hope it's big enough that Larry Jeffers decides he made enough money on it, he don't want to sell the track no more.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to have an event so successful that Jeffers is going to be coming to us wanting it back. But
yeah, we'll be like, hey, yeah, you guys coming back? And you could be like, well, let's discuss fees then.
We've already got an all-star cast. We could put on a great show with who's already registered. And so when we get a few more, because they're trickling in pretty good, we're going to be saying, who's registered, that kind. We'll be doing that so we can give updates. But I've had a lot of people reach out.
Is the registration back up?
It is, yes. We wanted to open it up as soon as that live was over, but we just couldn't. We couldn't do that until so.
Did you get a big blast of registers after that live was over?
Oh gosh, my phone's all but melted. I've been checking them on my phone just that way I can keep one browser going for email on there and over here. But it's a lot. A lot of people have questions, but they just keep steadily trickling in. And we had one guy, he registered 2 cars, then he registered 1 or 2 more. He's either going to have 3 or 4 spots there. Had a lot of channels reach out. All different sizes. We got a bunch of Cinderella class candidates, which are the people who don't have their 500 subs. But if those guys get to work and make content and put it out, guess what? They'll get their 500 subs because we want to see them do well. We want to cheer them on.
My question was, and it's an odd question probably, but if you could ask Dallas to maybe, I'm wondering how much room are we going to have per person in the pits? Like the just a rough guess.
Yeah, I'll ask him.
Because I know most of the pits you have room for a truck, a trailer, and then your car behind it.
There's 279 spaces per side. And so we're looking at a capacity of roughly that. Plus we have camping. Plus, we've got some avenues for parking outside of the event because we're going to practically use. We hope we have it so full we use the parking for registrations.
Okay, yeah. Me and Sherry, my wife. For those that don't know, my wife's name's Sherry. We were thinking about. So we were driving home from my mom and dad's house today. We were talking about something, and yeah, I might. If there's enough space for me to do what I want to do, then.
Your channel, your lives are big enough now, Brian. You got enough people watching. You have to do stuff like that. Like you got to remind the audience of things because you might.
Yeah.
That's pretty
No,
cool.
I had like 24 people in here. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God,
That's
24
pretty
people.
cool. That's pretty cool. We had when Jed, when you were on mine, I don't even remember what month that was now, but we had a huge crowd. We had, I think, 83 concurrent. We had a huge crowd. That was a big old raucous crowd. It was a lot of fun.
Jed does that. Star Power does that.
Brian.
It's the hair. That's what does it.
I refuse to get a haircut. Okay, you know what? I'm going to say it. The gal who's been cutting my hair since before I had my cancer stuff, they sold her building, and now she's cutting hair at Rex's in town, and I hate that building. I refuse to get a haircut. And I just saw her in Walmart, and she's all pissed because my hair's long, and she knows how much it's going to suck to cut it. And I just told her straight up, I ain't going to Rex's. Okay, my hair's growing out, so it's just going to freaking grow out.
Give her the address.
On the
Have her
website,
come
yeah.
over and give you some personal care.
Yeah.
B-Dubs
Big
Garage.
time YouTuber. You can be like, hey, I'm a big time YouTuber. You can come to my house and cut my hair.
B-Dubs Garage.
my ticket.
NoNameNationals.com.
Dang, Rob, that sucker stinks.
Sorry, dude.
I can't register, John. It's broken.
It should. I had the link, the redirect down. Let me go look and see because I've had two people tell me now. It's worrying me, but other people are finding it fine. So it's got to be something else related.
I had a problem when it first came out. I couldn't find it, and Sherry found it for me. She does a lot of stuff for me. She's real good.
Not
Goes
that,
right through for me.
that I'm saying I'll go, but you know, I could register. And then
It
just
goes
have
right to it.
Yeah, it didn't work for me. It broke.
I've got it as a redirect. It goes to the Square site. So if you want the link, I'll send you the Square link so you can go right to it.
That'd probably be cool.
I'll do that. Do it right now.
'Cause I'm doing it through your guys' live. Someone's peeing.
That's what it sounded like to me.
There you go.
Thank you, John.
Like interactive TV.
So, Tall John, if you come out to this thing, what are you bringing? You going to bring the Roadrunner?
Yeah, I'll probably bring the Road Dog.
What all do you have? You've got a Roadrunner. You've said it before, but we got new people in
Well,
here.
as far as running vehicles that I could bring, which is hoping the Little Red Express, Roadrunner, and the Barracuda. I got one of those little 3TC Maseratis I could bring out there.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
I think you should run the Maserati.
Now, hold on. How is that going to work, though, if you're bringing a tour bus? Who's going to drive the tour bus there?
Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin will either drive it or, I could drive it out there, but then you can't have a beer,
I got to meet Marvin. Marvin is cool.
Oh, I was just wondering if the tour bus had a tow hitch, if you could tow the car behind the tour bus.
Yeah, you can tow it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That bus would tow a house. I got a tour of the engine room and everything. It's pretty cool.
I still want to see it go down the drag strip.
I mentioned it to Marvin. He's in Dallas tonight, and he called me up. We talked for a few minutes, and I said, "Hey, you interested in running that thing down a drag strip?"
That would be so cool. That would be so cool.
He said, "I'll do anything you want."
That's so cool.
I still think you're going to be trimming the beams before the back tires get into the water box.
Well, that probably
Well, like
would
you said,
be,
traction ain't going to be a problem, but it's just
especially when it gets to the prep part. It ain't spinning nothing. It's hard to get it to spin it in the mud.
What does that bus weigh?
About 65,000 pounds.
Okay. That's pretty stout.
Now, we really don't want to oil down the track with that one, though. What do those things hold, like 20 quarts of oil?
Yeah, 10 gallons of oil.
You would get the award.
So,
Yeah.
It's the James Bond award.
Thank
The
you,
biggest
John.
old
Joe.
down the thing.
So I've got some stupid questions here because I can't make it to anybody's lives but Brian's apparently.
I bet I got stupider answers.
Okay, I know I don't want a bracket race.
Yeah.
Exhibition call-out class. The only thing that scares me about that is everybody's going to be.
Oh yeah.
Can you say no?
Oh
without
yeah.
getting
Well,
into
yeah,
it?
you say no to a call out.
I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you straight up. When we were making these classes, I tried to think of other YouTubers I knew to figure out so that there's a place for everybody. Because, for instance, Tony's already had, probably 20 people ask. He knows he doesn't want to do anything with, right? And so you'd have all that too, right? So exhibition is like just exhibition or just show field or whatever. You do what you want when you get there.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
This
And
monkey bike thing really, really interests me.
I am thinking about that too.
Monkey bike?
Yeah.
Man. Hey,
I don't know what it is. I couldn't read it.
Why don't you do a monkey bike and do it as the 2-wheel mini Jezebel pit bike? Do it in the same style with the colors and the petite and the pipes.
This needs to happen now. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
You need, and I'll do it one better. Jed, I'll make you a hell of a deal on a hitch, a class 3 hitch, and then all you got to do is then build a little trailer, a little basket trailer
Monkey bike
to put
jet. Monkey bike jet.
on the back of Jezebel, dude.
Well, Michael's big, like 1-ton diesel.
No, you got to mount the monkey bike on the back of Jezebel like it's a parachute, dude.
That's
Or on the
officially
roof.
the funniest thing I've heard all day is the idea of Jet on a monkey bike. That is so cool.
Hey, I've always wanted a mini bike.
Now here's a question. If
I'll bring my mini bike if you bring yours, big fella.
If I do the monkey bike, can my stepson run it down the track?
You have to ask Dallas. Got to meet the just the regular safety stuff. I don't think that's a problem.
I mean, he's
Oh, it's a
16
kid.
now.
Yes.
It's got to be 230 pounds bike and rider. So, as long as you got that,
Come on, there's got to be
should be fine.
there's got to be a heavy class because I'm over 230, and then I got the mini bike.
Right.
You got to handicap it for you got to have a weight handicap
Well, you can negotiate. So you remember the old show Pinks? I'm hoping people will do that here.
Stage it with the back tires and you leave in the water box. Yeah.
I'm telling you, you
that.
can
That's almost
negotiate
like
the race
politics.
now. You can negotiate the race.
What's the policy on spectators? Because I know about it.
Spectator are $15, and you can get discounted tickets buying them online. There'll be 20 at the gate.
How much does a crew member cost?
Everybody every participant entry includes one human. Every other head is a spectator ticket.
Okay.
Bear in mind, I did not create any of this. There's certain expectations. We got a gate and all to work with the track and all that. But I did lobby. I said, this is going to be affordable for everybody. We are not going to figure out what we can get out of people. We're going to figure out what we have to have, and that's it. And I was pretty firm on that. We had meetings about the pricing. I can live with a $50 participant per day, $75 for the combo, $15 per day spectator discount, 20 at the gate. I can live with that. So
that was
not
$75 to come to an event all weekend. That's not unreasonable by any stretch.
Yeah, $75 includes your way in, right?
Every participant is a human. Every participant comes with one human entry.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good deal if you ask me.
Okay, so I get to buy now. This isn't. I'm not saying anything bad about it because all events are like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I have to buy a spectator ticket for like my wife?
If she doesn't, every human assigned race. If you take one car, comes with one driver. So that's either you or her. We don't care. But every additional human, 13 and up, 12 and under, doesn't have to have a ticket.
Okay.
Which I thought was pretty cool. A lot of places are younger than that. So.
Mm-hmm.
Dad's not 13.
One of the bummers. One of the bummers for me is Jacob's going to be back in school.
I know it. You know what? I talked to Drag Boss. I called Drag Boss here yesterday. And there's some things I don't want to say. I mean, and especially your channel's big enough now that there's things get out. So I talked to Drag Boss about something we were talking about with him, kind of an angle we were thinking with him. But again, I think Tim he's like 55, 6-ish, somewhere in there. And but he has young kids, and they'll be in school. So that may or may not be a deal breaker for him. That date change, believe me, there is nobody. There are probably 3 guys in the world who it helped fix something for, and none of the rest of us. So
It didn't really change much for me.
well,
Everybody may think, oh, you got an extra month to finish your car. Well, I was going to finish the car by that other date anyway.
you got 35 more days.
That extra 35 days is just more test time for me.
Well, the reality is that the people who could do it in 30 days could do it in 20 days. The people who can't do it in 8 months can't do it in 8 years. For the most part, there are a few people that it will make the difference for. And you're kind of in that category where you're like working hard, but you got a lot to do. So for you, 35 days will probably mean something. But
I
for
don't think
90%
so.
of these people, it won't mean a thing.
I think that Duster is going to come together faster than people think.
Oh man, I hope so. We're pulling for you.
I've
The
got
good thing about the extra 35 days for you, Brian, is you got all that time to put caulking in your weldings.
yeah. I can actually caulk the welds. That's just an extra month of Saturdays that I could go down to Sikeston to test and actually get
Yep.
some test time on the track that I'm going to be racing on. See, I'm going to have a little bit of advantage there. A little bit.
You had Rob Z asked about parking, I believe.
Yeah.
The parking. So the deal is the bigger the event is, the less parking we have. So we're probably going to have X amount of parking, and then it will be on the street, the road going down, the church next door. We can work out something with the church. We've done that before over there. And there's a dude that lives across the street that's got a field to park in. He's going to want something. So we're going to try to negotiate some deals for parking ahead of time if it has to be off site. We're going to try to work something out with that.
You got to know more. You're going to have to know more about how many people are going to show up, how many participants you're going to have,
Yeah. I've got around 558 spaces to sell, and it'll be more than that. It's got to be closer to about 575, something like that. So I'm hearing rumors of some big fish who want to come out. I just haven't seen their videos. I haven't looked at YouTube today. I've gone straight from a live to a meeting. Dallas and I had a long meeting after that. A live to another meeting to another live, modding for Tony, and now I'm here. So I have not even looked to see what all's happened. Like if I could put the hashtag in, I could find a bunch more call-out videos. 318 Will Run, he registered, and since he said it on Tony's, I'll say it here. 318 Will Run registered while I was in there. We got a lot of guys showing up. There's a lot of excitement.
Is Tony going?
Yep.
Is he taking Bottle Rocket?
Yep, he sure is. And he'll probably bring home about 7 of its connector rods too.
Yeah.
No, he says he's going, and what he said today is he's going to run is going to be a 318 in it. It will have a 318 crank. It will be no more than 320. It'll be no more than 323 cubic inches, and it'll have 318 heads. And he said after that he's not disclosing anything.
Hang on, whoa! I just walked back in here. What are we talking about?
318s are awesome.
Yeah. So what we're talking about is Tony said he's going to run. Bottle Rocket's going to have a 318. It's not the one that's in it. He said it's going to be no more than 323 inches, which is 30 over. It'll have a 318 crank and 318 heads. And after that, he's not telling you anything. And he said a lot of that will not be on YouTube. That's what he says.
Okay, I thought you were talking about some kind of restrictions here. I was like, wait.
You can. We have people asking all kinds of crazy stuff. Do whatever you want, pretty much.
I have to put my card number into this weirdness. I figure I might as well go ahead and get a spot. Even if I don't show up, it'll be a wasted money. But If I go,
Well,
I go.
hey, lock down a spot and use it for an autograph table if you can't bring anything.
Well,
Tell
we
them
just
to
back
over there and
Oh,
sign
that's what we got to do in Indy.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to do that in Indy. I've got some stage lights now. We could set up a table at Indy for you to take autographs. I can have it all lit up nice.
And have a DJ booth.
I plan on doing something like that at this event.
You want to hear something funny? I think I told Jed this when we were on the phone here a while back. The first time I saw his channel, I don't remember what it was. It was that 340 with aluminum connecting rods. Y'all remember that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I told Jed, I said, this guy, he's got some cool hardware here because you can see the shop in the background. And I'm thinking, this guy seems to be angry with this 340, but it's interesting. It's good stuff. And I didn't know what the deal was with it, but I sure did like that. I thought that was a cool video.
Jed is not a small block sympathizer. He really isn't.
Rob, I've told you, and I think I've told Brian, but that whole video, I got an a-hole of a friend in Tennessee who wanted me just to slap a pair of heads on that engine and run it because it was a built badass engine. Run it as it is. Nothing wrong with aluminum rods on the street and 13-to-1 compression. Perfectly streetable to him.
Running an 87.
Part, we wouldn't be friends anymore. So I grabbed my camera and I went out to the garage and I tore that engine apart that night and edited a video just to spite his ass. And that video
I saw that. I didn't know what the deal was.
I had so much fun tearing that engine apart.
Oh, that's Country Boy's got a good
He does. That's a Dallas question because if they have any policies on that, that's a much better question for him and for Larry Jeffers, actually.
Well, I know they run a golf cart around all over the place.
Yeah. So there's different.
I was planning on bringing a golf cart.
There's different facets to planning this thing. And Dallas is definitely more of the administrative side of it, how the stuff works and gets put together, right? And then I'm doing more of the creative direction of it. It's just kind of different stuff. Man, there's so much hair in here
it's
now.
It's like an 80s dance-off. It's a hair battle.
Yeah.
I only look up. It's a hair
logged in to show y'all that.
Going on in here now.
John, you should have money coming y'all's way.
Go in.
Ow.
So you want me to tell people that Scott's Speed Shop is registered that way just to punk them out if you don't want to show up?
If you want to, you do whatever the hell you want with it.
Sure.
But if I bring a car, it will be Jezebel.
Country Boy, let me say something right now. I know me and you are working on something. Don't buy tickets to this event yet.
What just happened?
Oh my gosh. I have an entry, but it's not. No, it's actually it's Shop 209. I'll just go ahead and say it. He wouldn't care. Shop 209 is in. So let's see. Jed's. Oh, let's see. Here's another one. And yeah, there we go. That looks familiar. Oh, it's a guy named Jedediah. I don't know that guy.
Yeah, no, I don't know either.
Cool, man. Thank you.
I got on here to say I was going to pay Jed's $15 spectator fee for him if he'd show up.
That's a good one.
I would want to go just to spectate. That'd be nah.
Yeah, man.
You could go and cause trouble. You could go and you know what would actually be kind of cool for any of you guys who have channels and something happens you cannot logistically bring hardware with you. Go and be somebody's crew chief. Because you know how much fun that would be on video? I just gave you guys a spoiler alert from an idea I have coming up. So do with it what you want.
I do that all the time. My buddy Daniel at MoCan.
Hey, let me ask you, how cool would it be if you're sitting there at a race or you're sitting there making a video about a grudge race or something? And you say, hey, let me consult my crew chief, and Tall John walks up.
Yeah.
Whoa, did you ever just throw a flashbang into the room, right? Stop it.
Part is the guy'd say, well, we got this.
I'm going to take this gray dog out on his last patrol, and I'll be right back.
Last patrol.
I don't think y'all ever told Tall John that I got a 318 poly that he needs to come get, huh?
Uh-oh.
Well, If you got room when you go to the race, if I'm there, you can just bring it there and I'll grab it from you.
Just bring it up with me.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be bringing parts for Lunar.
He'll need them, I'm sure.
Did he ever stop by your place?
He said it's going to be next month.
Okay.
The weather somehow changed it, and I was like, dude, last February we got like 10 inches of snow. First time I ever saw it. This baby is fighting me tonight.
No, it's just that's how babies is.
Now that's quiet.
Yeah.
I got eerie quiet. What just happened?
I found the mute button here.
I wish I could have made my babies quiet like that.
I was gonna say, how'd you do that? You just set the internet on fire for that one, dude. Like that. Wow, that was fancy.
He found a mute button on a baby. Where is that?
So, Jed, it sounds like your priorities have shifted. It's kind of what it sounded like here.
I'm not saying anything. He already said that. I'm not saying nothing.
No, my priorities haven't shifted. There's just there's a logistical chance of hauling a car out there now. Not that I want to make the drive, but there's a chance.
Okay, I'm going to say it right now, though. Anybody who knows Jed, has anybody ever known Jed to throw $75 away?
90.
$90 away? I mean, really?
No, he won't come off $5, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know that's the truth, man. Come on, Rob. You the best price you can do on that.
Oh yeah. How many times has he talked to you into giving him a better price, Rob?
I am a businessman. I can't help
You see how many Jake stickers are on his car? Yeah, like, all right, I'll do that, but you got to put another sticker on the car, dude.
My whole trunk is nothing but Jake's decals. Speaking of that, I don't know what happened to my Jake's cup I used to have.
I sent I don't know what happened
I
to
need a
you.
Jake's coffee cup. They got Jake's coffee cups?
Yes. Actually, I have a pretty cool one.
That's what's going to be easy about doing the monkey bike. You just paint it ratty blue and put Jake stickers all over it. Done.
That would really be cool.
Now that monkey bike though, what? Hold on, I've got Sherry found me one. There's one on, and this is a where is it? It's an Amazon ad.
Yeah.
And I want to know if this is what we're talking about here.
Yes.
Well, some people might not know, so I'm going to show it.
It's a Coleman CT100U.
Okay, I think that's exactly what this is. Just so everybody
used to buy one.
If people haven't seen one,
I will say this: my uncle found one for free in the dumpster behind Tractor Supply. It was missing.
CT100U.
Tractor Supply's been giving stuff away. My buddy just got a $250 kerosene diesel powered heater or whatever for his garage for $70 because it was an online return. The guy said it didn't work. That's cool.
That looks like it. Yeah, most of them are green. So you can't cut the frame apart to make a motorcycle out of it. Okay, you can't like stretch this thing, or you can't mess with the gears.
What about tires?
Anything goes. I had to talk Dallas out of it. Dallas was all weird about specking the tire. I said, dude, who cares what tire they run? What in the world tire do you think is going to make any difference on that thing?
You're going to be wearing a helmet, right?
Yeah, basic motorcycle rules.
Ain't nobody going to get hurt on one of those.
Can you put a really big, wild, light up, like sissy bar, like Easy Rider sissy bar on the back of it? How cool would that be?
That would be so awesome. Absolutely.
So, anybody's watched my channel, I just dumped like $10,000 on an Indian motorcycle.
That thing's gorgeous.
Cool.
Dude.
And it's got 100 horsepower V-twin. Any chance I can, put that V-twin in this?
Yeah, of course. Well, not in this class, but you can bring it to the event.
Yeah.
100 horsepower, 100 cc. It's the same thing, right?
Right.
Oh,
it's
you
100.
just want to take it down the track like an exhibition to see what it'll
keeping
do.
it 100.
Yeah,
that's the
that
spec
would be
bike.
Dangerous.
Okay.
You take that bike, you can't cut the frame apart and make a motorcycle out of it. Can't do that. I think
So
the rules
change the engine.
say
What exactly?
you can lighten it, just not radically. So you can't do like a Plan Z lightening job to it, but you can lighten it up a little bit. you can't mess with the gear ratio. We can't have these things going 100 miles an hour, literally. And you have to run the spec for that engine. We're not telling you what you can do with it, but it's that engine. And Dallas says he doesn't want any nitromethane, and it has nothing to do with the power. And I think it has to do with like fire safety. So there's a few obscure rules that he knows and understands. But yeah,
nitromethane fire between your legs. I don't think I want that either.
I'm just saying there's certain rules that he understands and for his reasons and all. But
I'm going to turn up the wick, make that thing turn 10 grand and scissor it in half when the rod comes apart.
I'm going to tell you, if anybody could make that bike fly, it'd be Tall John. I would suggest that he get a different rider, but for John to crew a bike like that,
no, I want to see Tall John on one of those bikes. I want to. This is a have to see thing.
If I rode one of those bikes, I'd stand up and it'd be sticking out my butt crack when I stood up. I mean.
I have one, but I don't have the Coleman one, so I'm not going to go buy another one for that. I'm going to bring the other one out, though.
My uncle down the street has one. It's just laying outside rotten. He'll never do anything with it.
Oh, the one that's down here, neighbor mine?
Seriously, I bet you could drop a C-spot on it. He'd take it. Yeah.
I wish they weren't.
You'll never do anything with it.
I would just buy one.
I'm going to talk.
Go over there and find out. That sign scares me.
Tall John, if you're interested in that, seriously, it needs I think it's the front fork. Like there's a piece missing. So they took a brand new bike, and just threw it away. And he got it out of the dumpster behind Tractor Supply there in Lebanon. So it needs minimal parts. It's never been run, and it's just laying by his shop. So if you have any interest in that, let me know. I think it's exactly the right bike. I have to go back and look at it, but he got it a long time ago, way before this ever came out. It's just been laying there. So
yeah, I'll have to see what Jacob wants to do.
Oh, that would be fun for him.
I'm thinking that would be the dream team there.
That'd be great. That's what I'm thinking. My stepson.
You don't know how bad I'd like to see what Tall John could do with one of those, because he's the kind of guy that could
get in there and pour it on the
really
head.
Interesting.
Curves or whatever it's got in it. I don't think it's have a distributor.
Excuse me as I start looking for mini bikes.
Recurve the distributor.
Dude.
I think I'd want to start with a used one though.
That's what I'm looking at.
Well, they sell cams for them. Wiseco makes pistons for them.
Really?
And then balancing is an easy thing to do. And I'll tell you what, I'll pitch that flywheel and put a little motoplat on it, and we'll make that thing turn a good 10,000 RPMs.
Well, I'm in a position where I shouldn't suggest to anybody what they can do. I'm just in a position to tell you what you're not allowed to do, and then you figure it out. I mean, I have ideas for it I think would be good. It's just ethically, I'm not going to tell anybody anything what I think maybe they even ought to do. I'm just here to tell you what you can't do, and it's Dallas's rules. They're on the site, and other than that, I can't wait to see what people come up with.
So you said no nitro, but you didn't say anything about nitrous.
The rules say what the rules say.
Got to make sure
a nitrous bottle actually.
We print out the rules and be like,
the rules say no nitromethane.
Yeah.
Jed's filing rings tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's 318 will run.
There's 318 will run. He registered publicly, so we'll name drop him.
He's one of those guys I always wanted to meet. This 318.
Oh man, he's so cool. He's so cool. I'm excited he's coming.
He gonna bring his truck out?
I don't know.
Yeah, 318.
What are you bringing?
He's another one with a fleet.
He could bring all.
It's got to be hard to. It's got to be hard to.
He was talking earlier about smoking somebody with a pure stock van.
I'm gonna get off of Facebook Marketplace.
Is it getting dangerous?
Marketplace yet?
There wasn't really anything in my area, Thank God.
But they're popping up all over Sikeston, Missouri.
But I want to build it in the pits.
Oh, there goes Joe.
Okay, where am I at? Where am I at? There I am.
318 wheel runs as I don't know. I may not even own it yet. Yeah. That's being a card player.
If I had the money for another car, I'd try to talk 318 will run out of that what is that 300 he's got, that Cordoba looking thing.
That's
Magnum, cool. I think it is, that he ain't doing nothing with. I'd like to have one of them.
That'd be neat.
Cool.
I think he wants to try to make a road trip with that drag truck.
But, and I'm saying it here again. Yeah, the 79 Magnum. I'm saying it here again, and my wife is in the room this time. She can hear it. After all this ordeal with this race car, my next project is going to be a truck for her.
Yes.
Little Red Express.
It's probably going to be like a Little Red or a Warlock clone, I think is what she wants. Unless I can find a real one.
And there's a buddy of mine that has a Macho for sale up in Indiana.
That's cool.
When I was growing
see
up,
you later,
there was
Joe.
later, Joe.
See,
When I was
Joe.
growing up, there was a guy at the drag strip, the local track we went to, the little 8th mile track. It was so cool that he drove in. I always thought this was cool. Speaking of Little Red Expresses, his drag truck was a 10-second quarter-mile truck, fully tubbed and chassis and all of that, but it still had the stacks, and it was a big block. But he would tow the drag Little Red Express, and it was done up like a Little Red Express. He would tow the drag truck with the real clean Little Red Express, and it was such a sight to see, man. It was so cool. That you need to get 2 of them, John. You need to get one that you race and one that you tow with, because it just.
Funny you say that. While it's in my hand, the official hot chocolate mug of my channel. This is a guy that's in my hometown, and he had a Little Red Express truck, and his daughter drove it to college. She was a year behind me, went to the same college. And he had this thing all these years, like 30-some years, and then just a couple years ago, he had just sold it. I don't get that. I adopt my vehicles, but he had it up until then. He also has a really nice second-gen Hemi sitting on a stand in his garage that who knows if he'll ever do anything with. So
there's Colleen Tebow.
You know, that's what I was thinking, that, and I've been watching some of the videos that Duddy's been putting out. Really, I think Duddy needs to build a drag truck. He knows trucks. There's trucks laying around everywhere out there. All he's got to do is find a 2-wheel drive truck. It doesn't, and I think he could. I think he could smoke that 4-wheel drive Duster or that 4-wheel drive Dart of Jeremy's if he was to build a decent drag truck.
It's 4-wheel drive?
No, 4-door. My bad. 4-door.
It's kind of funny. He got that Valiant, and he had that Valiant, and he looks at it, and he acts like, "Oh, this won't work. This is for parts." I'm thinking, what are you talking about? That's a great drag car. What does he think? I don't get that.
Did you see the video he did? Did you see that 318 is roached, man?
So
that whole car is roached.
Jerk that out and get
It ain't hard to find a 318.
5.9.
Or he should. Or I thought I saw on one of his videos in that field that he's got out there, which that's probably all not his stuff, but there's a Dakota out there. Well, there you go. Those came with V8s. You pick up a 318 Magnum motor and do just a few little things to it, it'll drop right back down in there.
I'm gonna step over to. I have an idea. I have an idea, Jed. I have an idea.
Oh shit. When Rob has ideas.
Who's Rob?
Yeah, who is Rob Z? Wilburn, you said that you got guys that have registered a couple cars, like more than one car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a guy with a YouTube channel that's got more than one car that he features stuff on. Jed.
Just
Jed.
fucking say it.
So I'll foot the bill for one if somebody else could foot the bill for the other, but you've got to find a way to get the Duster and the van to this thing.
Dude, you got a sponsorship from Jags. How cool is that?
I'm not a sponsor. No, like I'll register one of them. I'll register one of them, but the towing and the transport, like you could probably drive the Duster, 410 gears,
Got to
8
be
hours.
hard to have more than one car. I couldn't see some of you guys picking.
Thank you, Chris.
Hey, Chris, what did I miss? Because I saw that, but you remember I said it on your show, the thing about Jezebel. That's what I mentioned. Don't know if you got that. I mentioned that to him when I came in here and about killed him.
I actually just had a really good friend of mine. I had to inform him, Ed, and he's a really good friend of mine. He wanted to know about the race as far as joining, if they had to be a YouTuber and all that stuff. So I just told him, you got to have the 500 subscribers. There's probably no way around that.
No, there's no way around that.
Yeah, but the thing is, there is so much time now. If you're building things, you're making content, you're going to get your 500 subs. I mean, if I see something like Barrow's Garage, he had 7, and now he's got 75. If that guy takes his build to fruition, he'll get his 500.
I know, like Ed, there's no way he can find time to do a channel, but it's for Daniel. And Daniel's been on my channel. I pit crew for him when he goes to MoCamp with his Demon, that tube chassis car. I think that's what they're talking about, is trying to get Daniel into the race. I think Daniel will want to go.
No, I was meaning you take your dad's van and your dad race, because your dad is on the channel too. I don't think anybody like.
Yeah, that would actually be a good question. Like, if you have other people who have been on your channel, do they count, or is it just like the sole guy?
Yeah, I mean, look, we're not trying to give anybody a hard way to go. I mean, there could
be honest.
Yeah, that's honest. That's honest, because you have recurring characters and stuff, and I get that.
Well, and you've got like Bad Tree. They've got 3 guys.
Yeah,
I'm sure they got to pay 3 registers, but it could all be off
They're
the
bringing a fleet.
channel.
They're bringing a fleet, and Jim Bennett, he's okay. So, for instance, Joe works for Jim Bennett, right? Joe Seeley. Joe's bringing his 70 Super B. He's on Jim's channel. So, of course, I mean, recurring characters on your channel, that makes sense. So, here's the thing. We're not doing this as any kind of punitive measure at all. All we want to do is make sure that we don't have a field fill up of people who've never made any commitment to making content. Because this race is made for content creators. We're not snobs at all. Not snobs at all. You got, like, for instance, how many subs does Iron Horse have? Anybody know off the top of their head? They're probably like 600-700 subs, right? As much as it'd be fun to say y'all draw the line at 1,000, those guys have a great channel. They grind it out. They work hard. They do the things. They answer comments. We're just looking for people who are legitimate content creators.
Okay,
and
so
500 subs really definitely helps establish that.
So then, I'm not being a dick or anything. I'm just this is all just things. So
sure,
you got to have 500 subscribers, committed content creators. So technically, that would only pertain to the guy who does the editing. Like the guy who does the filming and editing. So like, if you had one guy who filmed and you had one guy who edited and they were a team, those guys would be good. But like me, I do all the filming and editing, and Dad is just a character in my show.
Exactly. That's exactly the example I was going to use. Your dad would be in under the Scott Speed Shop umbrella, no problem.
Well, see, that's where I would disagree. Dad doesn't do any of the legwork for the actual videos. He's just in it. So technically, he's not a content creator. He is just in the show. So that would
be
but he also works on the cars too.
All right. You know who doesn't do any of the filming or editing? Uncle Tony.
Yeah.
Kathy does all of that.
Well, that's the kind of gray area I'm trying to clear up, because anybody who's been on my channel then would technically fall under that umbrella. I would say if they were a one-time deal, X-nay, but I mean, if they've been on there at least 3 times, I'm just trying to, clean up that gray area, because technically Daniel's been on my channel multiple times. We built.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, you understand the intent of what we're trying to do here.
Oh, I
Okay.
totally do, and that's why
Yeah,
I'm
I
trying
just
to
don't
keep
want
it in
I
the gray
don't
area.
want a slew of people who just like, hey man, that's a fun show to go to. Do I have a channel? Oh yeah, that's right. I got a channel I comment under, and somebody subscribed to it years ago.
Yeah,
And
but the
they've got
thing
no
is,
video. We're keeping that out.
Jed, I think if Daniel really wanted to go and
Yeah.
you helped him do a channel, and he could have 500 by the time in 8
Well,
months.
and that would be
No
my
doubt.
yeah, Daniel.
No
He's got
doubt.
a family and he's got a bunch of other commitments. There's no way he's going to put in the shit to do a channel. He just can't afford it.
But
Yeah.
guess what? If he made just a video, if he made videos just sparingly, but he got shout outs from a big channel, like a 20,000 sub channel like Scott Speed Shop, that will probably get him to 500 pretty quick.
I mean, he's got a wicked car, but I mean that's just my question comes in that say like it was cool and he registered and he put a link to my channel. I mean, he's been on there several times. I mean, I'm
I
not
would say
saying yay or nay as far as him being in it. I don't care.
no. I would get with. I wouldn't want people using your name to register, but definitely get with people, characters on your channel. Sure, like for instance, Tybo on Bad Tree Productions. All he ever does is forget to charge the batteries, but that's fine. If he wants to have a vehicle, it's not. We don't care. That's fine. I mean, we're not to be difficult. We just want to. We just don't want people polluting it who don't. Because I'll tell you, for example, like all of us get along a whole lot better than all these trolls who say stuff. You know why? Because all of us have been there and done that. We've made content, we've edited it, we understand. And these trolls that ask these stupid questions that you just want to smack out of the contents, could you imagine having all of them there just because they have a Corvette? Or just because they have something with a loud muffler? I know I wouldn't want to see a show full of that.
I wouldn't either.
Right.
So I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with Daniel using my channel link to get in, but I also don't want that to piss someone else off. Say like someone else.
Me. If we don't care, why should anybody else?
Well, I don't want anybody else to think like they're getting shafted just because they don't know a guy or they, you know.
Well, here's the easy thing: have him on your channel. Do a couple. I'll tell you what. Do a No Name Nationals video. Have him in it. That really fixes that. Really.
Yeah, do it within 8 months. Do 3 or 4 videos of him on your channel, and
there you go.
Messing around with his car. I mean,
that solves the optics for anybody.
I'd like to see that car out there. That car's wicked.
As far as I'm concerned, if I don't care, why do they? Seriously.
And I won't call it
honest, if Daniel comes to the race, he will have the fastest car there.
Well, what do you have any
idea?
I
don't know. I don't know, because we got, who is that?
Oh man, you don't know.
Drag Boss?
No.
If Daniel's still got the same Predator headed engine, he's making almost 1,000 horsepower.
So
that car runs.
You'll have guys out there to run, and that's the thing though. He'll have guys to run with. Drag Boss ain't no joke.
So back when Andy Wood had the mod motor world record in the Mustang, the guy, his buddy Micah, who he sold the Mustang to, I said, hey, you need to get Micah out there. Micah's working on a new engine for that. Micah will probably get the low ET if he shows up in that thing.
It'd be fun. Hey, there's call outs right there.
Car's gonna run.
You know, there's call outs right there.
Well, this Mustang will probably, if it goes together right, it's probably going to be in the 4s. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy.
Now, Jed, here's the thing. Here's where I would have a problem. Here's where I would have a problem.
What's that, Tall John?
I said, you guys better be careful. You're going to force me to bring that fucking slant 6 Barracuda and show you what it's all about.
Hey, you know what? Negotiate about 46 car lengths with Micah, and I think you got a good shot.
No negotiation needed. Come on now. I got distributors.
Was that Dust Devil? Sorry.
Hold on a second. I got somebody wanting to join. Oh, can I join the stream? Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Johnny Mopar says it's the event bracket racing. So we're going to have exhibition and call out and heads up, negotiated races, all that stuff. But we're also going to have a regular bracket because we got a lot of ringers who are on YouTube who would love to be in that bracket.
Hey. Away from the grill. break that grill, I'll break your neck.
There, I put the I put the link up for somebody who wants to come in. I'm sorry, we got into. But now, where I would see a problem is say, okay, Jed, you got a channel, and this guy and Daniel wanted to come in on your channel, and that was the only car you brought.
Oh,
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
care.
saying?
I don't
You're
care.
going to bring Jezebel. You're going to bring the car, and then you've got another car that gets built there that has been on your channel. I mean, you've got a video of building the motor for that, don't you? Putting the motor together for that, or one of the motors he had.
I think no matter
That
what
was
you guys
He
do,
sold that engine. It
But
had
still,
head
it was working on that car. You know, I'm just saying because yeah, you could get somebody out there with a really fast car and somebody with a channel that doesn't have anything to do with automotive, and say, well, this guy's just coming in under my name. But you know,
But-
you're bringing your car, you're bringing that in, and you're bringing another car that's been on your channel. So
here's the thing. On the registration, which Jed just saw, he see it more recently than I have. There's a place to enter a link to your channel, right? This gives us an opportunity to vet the people coming in. So if somebody has a 200,000 subscriber cooking channel, it won't be an instant no, but we want to know, does your cooking channel have cars on it? Or
yeah,
that space? We want to know, right? Like there are some people who may come to this that we're talking with who are bona fide celebrities, but they have legit YouTube presence and they do, you know, they're legit. Like I told Dallas, I don't want anybody who just has a channel as a means to come here. I want people who have a channel because they're sincere YouTube content creators. So we have some people who have celebrity outside of YouTube, but the YouTube thing is real with them. And you'll see, it'll make sense if any of them show up. How we doing, Mark Shaw?
this
Hey,
is,
what's up, guys?
Your Mopar Maniac Garage.
Yep.
Oh,
Throw
okay.
your hat
Is
in
this
the
your
ring.
first time in on my lives, or have you been in the chat before? Are you there?
Mark, you there?
He's on the delay.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay. I just wondered if this is your first time in on one of my lives.
Yeah, this is my first on one of your lives. I've been on a bunch of Jed's lives and
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize the name, and I'm sorry I didn't see you when you said you wanted to come in. But yeah, this is you know.
This is how I keep from looking down the whole time. I take this box of starter came in and I put it underneath my screen. And now, how
That doesn't
redneck
look
is
right.
that, right?
That does not look right.
What? Oh.
I just saw him put a box underneath his.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his dick in a.
Well, that's a pretty good sized box, so I'll take that.
Well, I can't have
Oh.
grill.
So how's it going, Mark?
pretty good. I'm just chilling in the garage.
Mark, tell us about your play toys.
Well, can I flip the camera on here?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Do whatever you want.
I think you can.
Well, as long as it's appropriate.
Appropriate. And you bring
Appropriate
me
for
in
this
here.
channel. God damn, I'm just taking
Well,
myself
that's my motor I'm working with here.
Nice.
Good. We'll see if it can go together. I don't know.
What's it going in?
A 67 Charger I got outside.
I dig that.
Nice.
I love them first gen Chargers.
Yep, I love them.
You don't have a small block tunnel ram laying around there, do you? Jed told me.
Plenty of tunnel ram stuff.
Oh, Ed's actually been watching. I didn't realize Ed was in here.
Who's Ed?
Ed is now he's going to hear all this, but Ed is a really good friend. He's actually the guy who talked me into going to MoCan and started going to MoCan because of him. And through him, I became friends with his son, Daniel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ed is a really cool dude.
Which one is he? Who is he? Over
He
here.
probably, I don't think he actually has an account on YouTube. Ed is actually one of the reasons why I actually share videos to Facebook. He's one of the few friends.
Oh well, he's probably watching this on Facebook then.
Yeah,
Because
because he
we're
doesn't
we're
actually.
simulcast, as they call it. We've
I
gone.
don't think he actually has a YouTube account to subscribe with, so he's one of the few people. Reason why I share it to Facebook so he can keep up.
Well, like I've got 220. I just looked 220 followers on Facebook today. So there's another question for you, John.
What's that?
Okay.
Oh, the crossover?
Yeah, the whole crossover thing.
Well, I mean,
a content creator is a content creator, right?
Yeah, and that's something our presence is on YouTube. Everybody's been coming here. It hasn't been an issue before. But that said, I think anybody with a big Facebook presence can have a bigger YouTube channel. We all know that.
Yeah, but it's
That's
just the
another
thing
possibility.
of you're not going to turn somebody away if you
Yeah.
look and they're like, they say, hey, I'm on Facebook and this is, I've got 50,000 people following me on Facebook.
No, I don't think that's a problem. I think that content creators are content creators. I just don't know how it would equate. What would the equivalent be? I don't know.
I don't know.
Would 1,000 Facebook be 500 YouTube? I don't know.
I don't know, because there's people put a lot of work into Facebook just as much as we do.
We weigh that. Well, a perfect example of that is Chris Albrecht.
Yeah.
Look at his Facebook versus YouTube presence. So if Chris just decides to do it, his YouTube will just boom.
It seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but it seems to me like there's some people out there getting more hung up on the semantics of you're just looking for people who are serious about being an automotive content creator.
It's funny you say that. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. But what's funny about it is the people who are real hung up on the sub count are people who haven't even thought much about their build.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if you're going to go through all the work to do the build, the subs are going to come. They don't know that yet. But there's got to be some barrier of, so the people who will take that chance are going to make it if they work for it.
I had to mute you, Mark. We were getting some background noise. Just let me know when you went back in on the mic. We were just getting some bad background noise.
Hey guys, I gotta go ahead and duck out. I'm gonna duck out of the chat, or I'm gonna stay in chat, but I'm gonna duck on out. So
all right, we'll see you later, Rob.
Thanks for letting me be part of it, man.
Good to see you, sir.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, Rob.
Now, what were you saying, John? Sorry.
Oh, nothing. I just think that the people that are worried about that sub count, it's like the least of their worries, and they don't even know it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, a lot of people get hung up on that, though.
Yeah, you're not, but some of these people have so much to do. I'm thinking, okay, so you need 300 subs. You know how much harder it is to get that car you're looking at ready to go than it is to get 300 subs? And if they would just do one, they'd get the other.
Yeah.
Hey, you're out.
What's Mark showing us here?
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Yeah. Jed, you'd get a kick out of these old TRWs they got for 383.
Oh,
yep.
Pop-up action.
I've had a couple of them.
2293s.
There's a lot of freaking compression right there.
Right.
318 wheel runs, as I say, if it seems right, then it's okay. If it doesn't, then it's not. If you're sane, that may be true.
Well, and I'm sure you're going to try to get some trolls in or somebody who just has a fast car, doesn't want to even do YouTube, but it's like, oh, I could beat all those guys. And,
Hey, Colleen's asking, does anybody know here if Chrysler made a 430 industrial? I've never heard of one, but I'm not familiar with all their.
I've never heard of that either.
I haven't either.
Be a 413.
413. I think 413.
I've seen a 426 industrial too, but early wedge. They got weird rocker stands on them and all kinds of weird, not stands, but shaft stands. But I've never seen a 430.
I just realized my cat's taking up the entire camera.
It's way
Cute
too
cat.
cute.
What's up, pussycat? What's your cat's name, Jed?
This one's Pepper.
Pepper?
This is the one with multiple toes. Extra toes.
Extra toes.
Yeah, she's got normally they got like 4 little paw pads and claws. This one's actually got 2 extra. She's called a polydactyl.
Wow.
She's got,
You got
looks
a
like she got
pterodactyl cat?
Even your cat is weird.
I know.
I would expect nothing less, Jed.
I have to keep
I'll be
this
right
one
back,
entertained.
guys.
No, I think that's cool. I think that's cool. We like our critters.
Yeah, this one's still a kitten technically. She's 10 months old.
Yeah.
If I don't keep her entertained, she's gonna climb on that grill and probably break it.
I had to close my door because my dog, he gets kind of temperamental when I'm in here too long. And I've been in here all day. Like all
Yeah. That's how I was yesterday, and I was so glad that it was like 30 degrees today because we were able to work on the van.
Yeah. About the same here. We probably got 4 or 5 inches of snow, maybe. Not too bad.
Yeah, that's about what we got. It was in the teens yesterday, so it was just like, no, we're not going outside and working on that. But I'm glad that we finally got to hear the van fire up with the side pipes.
That's so cool. That van is so freaking cool.
It is. That picture you put up on the voice thing on the Discord is freaking awesome. You got the camera in the right spot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
That's my task for tomorrow morning is get that video edited, and then it'll go live probably sometime in the middle of the week. And then I got the grill in here. We're gonna fix that thing up for Dad. And hey, you about ram that popsicle stick in your eye, dumbass. Here, you can have it. I'm taking it back. Now you can have it again. Where'd Brian go? You want this one? You can have this one. Got really quiet in here. I'm sitting here talking to my cat. Okay, go. I tell you what. See the popsicle stick, Pepper? You see it? You see it? Go get it.
318 Wheel Run's got a good point. He said, going fast is easy. Try going slow and show your face. That takes a real man.
I'm back. Oh, okay, he's got his own mic muted. Oh. John, I just thought of something. I have most of my ideas in the bathroom. I just thought of something.
Speaking of that, remind me about Cabral's video. Go ahead.
Okay. Now you're gonna have a bunch of YouTube guys here at this track. Now, like, say Jed's going, Tall John, me, we all kind of all interact together.
Yeah.
Are we going to be able to reserve pit space where we could be next to each other?
Of course, we'll figure out the pits. We would love to accommodate people however we can. The one thing we would probably are going to want to do, though, is try to make sure that the racers aren't driving through the show area, because that would just be dumb. So we'll try to lay it out so that it makes sense. So once we got probably half this thing full as time goes on, we'll try to work out the pits so it makes sense. But of course, we would love to have.
I know, like you're gonna have Bad Tree and Duddy are gonna want to be close together.
Of course.
Their channels work together.
Oh, yeah.
And Joe works with those guys too. I mean,
sure.
I don't want to say YouTube is clicky, but it kind of is.
Yeah,
a
but
little bit.
we'll try to accommodate that. There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is not like Carlisle. Okay, well, you have an A body, you have to park here. Okay, your A body's 67 to 70. You have to park here. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, or you registered in spot 123 and your buddy's in 390, so no,
So-
we can't. You know.
So I'm trying to pit at Carlisle with Dawn and Wendy English, and because they have really good spaces, like right by the gate.
Mhm.
So he snagged a space for me, and he said that I'm going to bring the Roadrunner, and he's going to say it identifies as a 62 Valiant. So we're just going to try that when we get there.
Nice. I do have two things I want to bring up. JK, I wish I would have known that. We wouldn't have had to pay the stupid eBay price for that freaking grill. My email's in the description of every single video. It's Charger Jezebel 70. It's all spelled out correctly. Hit me with an email, please. There are still parts we need. And two, on the parking space, I heard a rumor of junkyard digs. If you don't want to see a fist fight of glorious proportions, you want to make sure he's at one end of the pits and I'm at the other. Because
see
there
who
will
shows
be a
up.
fist fight.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about this? If there's a fist fight, it's good content.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
Because he's got
filming
one of
that.
these planned for his throat
Yeah.
for the shit he said and
But
does.
you know, I'm sure there's people out there that got problems with other people.
We'll
But you
see.
should definitely pit Brian next to his favorite people in the world. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, sure.
I wouldn't care.
I'll do it. You know what? That's exactly where we need to stick, Brian. You know what?
Well, as long as Jed's right next to me or Tall John, or because I just want to be close
Okay,
to my
so-
buddies.
I'm going to lay out the pits. Yeah, you're since you're like casting this, I won't say it, but it brings to mind. I know exactly how we could lay these pits out if we wanted some action. I believe me, I could do it.
But I'm thinking you want to pit 318 Will Run away from all of it because he seems like the kind of guy who just doesn't want to have anything to do with it.
318 will run as a saint. He's the guy that we can
I
use
know.
as a buffer. And then
If that's it. If you got to pit 318 if what's his name? I always forget. Dylan McCool. If he shows up, he's got to pit next to 318
And
because those are
Somebody
the two
said he was
nicest
coming.
guys I've ever seen on YouTube.
somebody said Dylan's coming. I haven't got his registration yet, but I've heard he wants to be there. So.
I'd like to see that. That'd be cool.
Somebody
message
said it
Dylan.
in the somebody said it in the chat, but again, I have not even looked at YouTube today. So there's probably all kinds of stuff out there I just haven't seen yet.
I can message Dylan and see if he's actually heard about it.
I know he's heard about it, but I haven't gotten anything from him yet. So we'll see.
Somebody told me that he's talking about coming.
We'll see. That'd be cool.
So 318 will run says that he pit next to his wife. She's good company. That means you got to split them up if we want to have fun.
Yeah. Super nice people.
We're pitting for maximum drama.
Yes.
So we need to put
You know-
Dylan right next to Tony then, from what I understand.
Yeah,
We
Dylan
can-
and
we
Tony,
can-
yeah.
We can arrange it so that we have days of our lives, or we can arrange it for for peace and tranquility.
You know what I'll tell you right now, John? You can pit me next to anybody you want. I don't care. I'm not gonna.
Is Dawn going to No Name? Which Dawn?
Don. It would be cool if Dylan would be there.
Speaking of that, I need to get a hold of the Ratty Muscle Car guys, and I think I got Austin's number. I'm not sure.
I think I've got Austin. No,
Yeah, I need to get a hold of him.
that would be cool.
I should,
Let him
but I gotta reach out to those guys.
Now, there's a guy too that I'm gonna try to talk to and let him know this is going on. I think his channel is Rambling Around,
I've heard,
I've
yeah.
heard of that channel. Yep.
and I think he lives close to there. I think he's close being like the same around area I am. So I want to make sure my buddy watches his channel a lot. I want to make sure he's around he knows about it at least. If he's going to show up or not, but at least we're letting these people know about it. So
Let me quick with Colleen here. She sent me some pictures of the casting number on her block. That is a casting number. It has nothing to do with cubic inches, but I'll look in my book tomorrow and find out what they call that casting
What's the
number.
casting number? Is it a big block?
Yeah. It's an
Most
RB.
big block casting numbers do start with 430. So.
Whoa, we're
This
talking
one
about
is-
Mopar stuff now. What?
253-6430.
There's no index in this book or otherwise. It's so hard to find anything. I was going to say I thought I could lay my hands on it right here, but I don't have that tabbed.
I would say look on the side of the block, but if it depends on what it is, though, because like some of those early 383s didn't say it on the side of the block, did they?
I can't get to it easily. I know that they're
What's that
in
number
this.
again,
I just
John?
can't remember. I can't find it. There's no index in this book. So
253-6430.
Yeah, it ends in 430. I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That don't really mean much. 440 RB. Kind of a standard casting date for raised deck engine, I'm imagining. The number actually behind that actually is important. It'll be a -1 through 10, and
It's
the
a
lower
8.
that number is, the better casting you have.
the
So
core
that's the
cast
big-
index.
Yeah. That's the number that matters on that side of the block. Yeah, it's just a standard
All right.
casting code.
I got them handy. What's that number, John? 253.
253-6430.
I'm just riveted here. I want to know what the smoke is
Colleen,
now.
the other number you sent is the VIN number from the car that it originally come from.
So if it's got a VIN number on it, that would make it not an industrial motor, right?
Yeah.
I never knew him to make a 440 in industrial.
I haven't really heard of it.
Well, I'm looking. I've got a list of all of them. I'm combing through. Yep, I got it right here. It's a 66 to 72 440.
Yeah.
I didn't notice, but Mopar VIN snuck in here at some point.
He's
So
sneaky
there you
sometimes.
go. 66 to 72 440. Look at that. We locked that down for real time.
Yeah.
No part engine knows off the top of his head, of course.
Yeah, the small blocks end in the cubic inches.
I thought the big blocks said it on there too, most of them.
They do. It's on the other side, I think.
It's a different number, yeah.
Yeah.
What if we could get Jesse's 58 Fury running to go to the race?
You could. They couldn't argue that one not being a channel car. It's like you're going to be your
That thing's
second.
still actually going up. It's slow, but it's
Tall John.
Yo.
You have to bring the cuckoo clock and put it in the tour bus.
yes. That's a must.
Every time I hear that, I look down on my computer. Oh, what time is it?
That one's given John's time. I never changed it at the time change.
So we've had some more people pop in. Anybody out there got channels that they need? They need some subs.
I do.
This is a good
Yeah,
time
you
to
do.
request, guys.
Yeah.
My channel's
Mopar Den does.
Yeah, Mopar Den still needs some subs.
Does he? I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm subbed to
sure
him or not. I was doing
Well,
that on Tony's live tonight. I was just going to everyone that he said.
Fun fact: Dallas needs 68 subs on Mr. Rodder's neighborhood to be eligible to go to his own event.
I subbed to him
I'm going to
tonight.
hold him to it. I'm holding him to it. You tease him about that. You tell Dallas when you see him, Mr. Rodder's neighborhood is still 68 subs short. You're not going if you don't have them. You tell
Oh
him
yeah,
that.
Mopar Dan, we'll get you up there, or we'll
Yeah,
we'll help as much as we can.
Well, I just subbed to Mopar Den.
Thank you, JK, for the email.
By the way, I have noticed lately that people I have subscribed to that I am not subscribed to anymore. Have you guys had that happen?
I'll tell you what I've noticed. There are people I know for a fact are subscribed to me don't show up as a subscriber anymore.
Yeah.
We
So,
had
like,
that problem.
Like if I go to my master list, normally if I flip the order, right? Because you can sort them by least subscribers, most subscribers, oldest, newest, whatever. Normally when I flip through that list, I'll see like Jed and Andy Wood and David Vizard and Lunar because they're all real close in subs. But now, like Jed's there, Andy's not. I know for a fact Andy's still subscribed because he gets my notifications, but he just doesn't show on the list anymore. It's weird.
That happened. Like Birdsong, he is constantly.
Yeah.
He's been subscribed to me for a long time, but he's always like every month. It's like he resubscribes, and like Tony used to always appear in my subscriptions like he was subscribed to me. Not anymore.
Well, I think Kathy went in and changed some settings. She went in the channel and she did some stuff.
Yeah.
I think they got rid of a bunch of old videos and they changed some settings. They don't show on mine anymore either. But I mean, I know he's subscribed. He shared a video of mine in 2 minutes when I did the Road Runner video. I know they're subscribed. It's just they don't show anymore. It's weird. I don't care. It's just you can't use that for anything.
Mopar Den's one of them. I'm getting on the feed. I'm getting his videos, but I look through my list of stuff and I'm going, this guy, and where's Mopar Den?
Okay.
So I re-subscribed to him again, and trying to think that happened to somebody else too. But
it does happen. I don't know why. It's a finicky YouTube. It's a real thing. I can't think. There was a channel I knew for sure I was subscribed to. I was getting their notifications, and then I realized, I thought, man, have they not put out a video in a month? And I went and looked. I wasn't subscribed. And I don't know how that happened. So it happens.
Yeah.
Well, BW just got another one here. I just subbed up to you.
So 318 will run says, I know you'll be busy and not bringing a car. I may. I probably won't, but I may. Dallas in the same boat. So here's the deal. Dallas and I almost certainly will not be racing because truly we need to be committed on the ground to making sure everything gets taken care of to make this thing run smooth. I just have a feeling as many people are there, many cars will probably need to be free to do stuff. But one thing Dallas is going to do, he may be dusting off his T-Bird, his Cleveland-powered T-Bird.
I was going to say I wanted to see that car,
and he may have a hot shoe driving it for him. So we'll see.
JK, you are an evil man for sending me that with a price.
Ha!
There are so many good parts we can use on that, but it's such a good price. I kind of just want it.
Where's he at, and what was the price? I saw that. I was like, ooh, I like that.
No, Brian.
Here you go. See, look, Dallas has got to get 66 more subs, or he can't participate in his own event. Remind him of that.
I picked up. I subbed to him today, off of Uncle Tony's.
There you go.
Don't worry about Mopar, Dan. You don't have to be subscribed to me. I don't need any more subscribers. I don't really want any more.
But you need Mopar
DM.
Cool. How about this? You should trade one Mopar DM for about 10 subscribers you don't want. That'd be a good trade.
Okay, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. What would be a good time to call you about that? I know we can just email back and forth, but I mean, you're here. I'm here. I'm definitely. I want to talk to you about that. Whether or not it'd be for the whole thing or just buy the whole thing for parts, I'd hate to part it out. It's so freaking good looking. But there are a lot of parts on that Dad needs. They would make his life a lot easier. Okay, I will call you anytime tomorrow. I will call you at 4 a.m.
You know what? I have twice in a row stupidly called somebody on the West Coast in the last week at about 7, 8 a.m. And like, oh, I realized
I've done
after
that too.
I did it.
I've done that too. My daughter's out there with the grandkids and sipping coffee, going, I'd like to call her. And then I go call her and the phone rings a couple times and I realize, I just woke up the household real good, you big dummy.
I hate doing that. There's a monster truck driver I'm working on doing an interview with. And I called him and I was like on my way to Roanoke first thing in the morning. I thought, oh man, perfect. I got like a half hour. I'll give him a call, and as soon as it's ringing after left, like you did, like right after a few rings, and he picks the phone up. Hello. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot he was in Seattle. It's like, I'm so rude.
Wait, a monster truck driver? So
yeah,
you're confirming there's going to be monster trucks at this event too?
Oh, well, you never know. There could be, but this is something else. I'm doing an interview. Okay, so I'll tell you what the deal is. I'll tell you what the story is. So the monster truck Thunder Beast campaigned in the 80s and 90s. The guy who built that truck, there's a really interesting story behind all of this. He doesn't have the truck anymore, but he knows where it is. He wants to get it back. And there's a lot. We'll tell you the story later, but I'm going to do an interview with him first. And we're going to see if we can put together a campaign for him to get his truck back. So cool. It's a 76 Ford, 66-inch tire. It runs a naturally aspirated 428. But it was stout. He ran a lot of gear in it, the planetaries and all. And he built it to just be like a comic book on wheels. It's a cool truck, and he did competitions and all that good stuff with it, but he wants to get his truck back. And I'll have to fill you on the story later, but I want to do an interview with him. He's got reasons. He doesn't want to do one live. A little eccentric and all, but we'll do a pre-recorded, but we'll do that. It'll be a lot of fun. Then what we'll do is we'll premiere it so people can ask questions and stuff in the chat. But it'll be cool. It'll be a lot of fun. The guy will drive the truck on the street. There's all kinds of video of him driving this thing in traffic. 66-inch tires, for real.
That's fucking badass.
I mean, and I'm not talking like, hey, man, look, there's lines on the road. No. I'm talking stopped at lights and cars turning all around him, making sure he doesn't run over traffic. The whole thing.
I did just notice, John, on your
people in front of him were the most.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Go ahead, Jed. No, Jed, okay. You.
Fine. I just noticed John's little sign behind him, all of his people he's interviewed. No, well, that too. I've always noticed that's badass.
Yeah.
I love monster trucks.
So the story on this.
You have the sign with all the YouTubers. You don't have one of my stickers.
Well, I was just saying, if these are stickers that have come to me, and when they come to me is when they get up there.
Well, you got to send me your address.
You have it on the package of ants and shoes.
That package is burned.
Well, you got a Christmas card, didn't you, Jed?
That was the funniest thing. So he opens that box. I put on there, open this in, right? So I highlighted on there his comment, and he's reading something about the shoes and you can see the moment Jed got it. He got it immediately when he got to that part of the paper. Oh no!
I was watching that. I enjoyed that.
Why did you send me some of my stickers so that way I can at least be up there?
Yeah,
huh?
that was fun.
When John was sending out his Christmas cards, he says, "Hey, Tall John, how do I get something to you if I need to?" So I text him over my address, and it hits me. I'm like, "Oh crap! There wasn't another pair of shoes in that car, was there?"
No, it didn't work out that way. It's all in good fun. I mean,
But I do need your address.
Yeah.
We're still waiting on installment number 3 on the Road Dogs.
Yeah, really. I mean, I know you're putting on a big event here, but
The Roach Runner. I'm sorry. The
Yeah, I was
Roach
gonna say we got things. So I was
No
working on
excuses.
something with that car, and then this thing, this event just blew up. I mean, I it's more than I expected it to be as soon as it was. It was a tidal wave, more than I thought. More than I thought. I mean, I've literally probably worked like 3 16-hour days in a row just on. It's got to settle down next week. I got like business to tend to, so it's crazy. It's
No
crazy, but
excuses.
I think it's only going to get worse.
well, it's got to settle down after the first rush, and then I hope it trickles in. And we want it to be consistent, but gosh, it's been nutty. Now, some of that's been bad busy, like this stupid date thing. I don't even want to talk about the date, but that and a few little things. But by and large, now I got to say the YouTubers have been wonderful. Man, they're excited. They come in, they register. There's been no prima donna stuff. They've all been great. They've all been great. The 256 is the number of, like right now. Actually, technically, my time, we are 11 minutes into 255. So if you're in the East, that should already be 255.
So technically, you're older than we are right now.
Older? Well, yeah, maybe.
You're another one of them from the future.
I'm the number 3 elder in the group right now.
Oh, don't you even. We're not even going to start those jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Mopar Maniac Garage. Hate my voice going back, listen, but let me tell you something. You just got to keep making content, keep working with it. You get used to it. You'll get over it. It'll be fine.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
just don't watch your own shit.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I do not watch my own videos.
I did the other night.
Unless something really funny happens in them and I can't stop watching them.
All right. Like when I ran over Andy Wood's valve cover box, I had to watch that a few times. That was pretty friggin' funny.
I enjoy the videos of watching Jezebel cold start. That's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a cold start on the Barracuda since you did that, by the way. Watch that. Just rock that big 6-cylinder engine.
I'm going to do a cold start on my 06 Challenger or Charger.
There you
go. 06 Charger 6-cylinder cold start. I still
John did a cold start of the Barracuda for me on like New Year's Eve or something, but plot twist, it was 70 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do we do like hashtaggy no name nationals or do we do like at no name nationals?
I've been doing the hashtag and YouTube picks it up real well that way. Hashtag no name nationals.
Basically like how I got it in the name of this.
Yeah, it seems to be working real well. I'm trying to grab as many videos. Like after this live, I'm going to go on and we'll find everything that came up. There's new stuff every day. And I'm going to share most of it, the stuff that we're now. Like Brian is making enough content now that I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a few with his so that he gets more progress and just pick one.
Yeah, well, my progress is going to be kind of slow at this point anyway.
What I don't want is for people to tune out or say I'll catch up later. So I want to space it out just enough. But the people who are really in the infancy of their channels, the 50 subscriber dreamers, I want to get them a few views to get them seated and then hope they make progress. And if they make progress, we're going to come back and share some more. And if they stop making progress, it's like the sea turtle. It's like the sea turtles going to the sea. Right now they're not all going to make it, but the ones who are doing it, I'm going to help them.
I'll tell you who's going along real good is that Big Mike Hoopty.
He is. He's doing it. That dude's doing it.
You're putting something up just about every day, every other day, and it's pretty interesting. It's not just it's not blah blah blah. You can learn something from it.
He's a good character too.
Yeah,
he's got a good presence on there.
He was in here before, but I don't see him. Bear Rose Garage.
Bear Rose Garage. Now that guy,
people need to sub to him.
He's an interesting guy. Very
Actually, I'm gonna
smart,
put up a
very
link.
interesting. If I was giving him if I was giving him advice on making videos, I would probably suggest, prune it down and don't cram, 500 words in a 10-pound bag, just kind of make it brief. 10-minute video needs to be 10 minutes. A 10-minute video doesn't need to be 20. But his content is good. The motorhome thing is good. He's given his attack plans. He's sketching it out on the board. I love what he's doing. It's a great series. And like all these guys, I think they'll get better with their filmography as they go.
Speaking of cool, Jay just did one of his little ones with that little sheets thing on your phone, where you check off your list and he puts his car up there. I thought that was pretty cool little deal that he did.
Yeah, that was awesome. I actually made Sherry get that app. So she keeps track of all the paperwork stuff.
JK thought that 256 was the Alabama area code. Okay, no, I didn't even know that. I know there's 205 in Alabama.
Oh, John, have you ever seen the excellent movie Borat?
How would I knew that would be a movie you'd like? I just knew it.
Yes. No, I have not seen it, but I know what movie you're talking about.
It's an excellent film. You have to own it. I think I own 7 copies. I'll send you a copy.
Okay, I'll take it.
I love it. It's a great story about how an immigrant comes to America and experiences everything for the first time.
Yeah.
Especially Pamela Anderson.
Do you know where you remember where he sang the national anthem at the rodeo?
Yeah.
That was 20 miles up the road here.
That was that.
That was like local to me.
But since I just had to say that because it makes context for. Hang on, this is gonna be difficult. You see this, though, John? You can never have this. You can never have this.
Yeah.
Mopar Man 78 looks like he's getting subs. He's getting up there.
Hey, Jed. You're not very nice man.
I just thought of something that's totally. But I have an idea. I have this children's book that I don't even know where we got it from. I think they accidentally sent it to us, or did we actually look it up and buy this? But it's a children's book, and it's totally random. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But I want to send it to Joe to read to his baby. Let's see if you can read that. Walter the Farting Dog.
I've actually heard of that book.
I'm gonna send this to Joe to read to the baby.
That's excellent.
So Joe said that his I can't think who it was that gave it to him. Someone gave his boy this hoodie, this real gangsta looking hoodie, and I've been teasing him about it. I said, so we got to teach Walter how to shoot sideways and like hitch you up the pants when he walks and stuff because he looks pretty gangsta in the hoodie. There you go, 300. So Mopar Man 78's at 300. I knew he'd be getting some subs.
Nice.
He's getting there.
Put the sub drive.
He's up right around where I am. I'm only at 304 right now.
He put out a video recently, and I watched just a part of it and had to get back to it still.
Now,
Aaron, it's only been 3 hours. You know us. This is still rolling.
The Iron Horse guys are kind of like the unfinished project guy, the Plan Z guy that always leaves a comment, Plan Z or Dart Sport. There's his yeehaw.
Well, that's like I said when Unfinished Project started putting in Knuckle Duster, I was like, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, how cool is that?
He's shouting out my project, yes.
He's an interesting guy. Unfinished Project's a smart guy, but he's just so elusive. He's so quiet, but he's highly intelligent. It'd be interesting if he's got I want to say it's an 8345 D150. Pretty cool, black step side and all that. And he's thinking about it. He's weighing, trying to come. So we'll see.
Oh, sure you can.
JK, if you don't think you can do that, then you're right. If you do think you can do that, then you're right.
You just sent me a bitchin' vehicle that would be really cool with a set of W2 heads, and we can make that van run 10s. With a
JK,
camper on it.
That
JK,
van, that's a big van.
There's plenty of time. And the guys that earn these subs and they grind it out and they get their subscribers, you know how much sweeter it's going to be to participate if it took that to do it and they had to grind it out to get there?
That's what I almost saying I'm having more fun with the journey than I'm going to have at the track.
The journey, it's all about the journey.
No,
The party at the track is going to be the fun.
The party at the track is
like
it's just
the reward.
It's the fun we have. Yeah, it's the fun we have for the work we put into it. That's what the track days are for. It's the party we have to celebrate all this work we took to get there. You're exactly right. Aaron Henry, the cart is reopened. By the way, since I knew you had asked.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Now that's the man that's going to show up, and that's something that we need to address as far as the rules go. Like, because I know if Aaron Henry shows up, there's going to be people wanting to give him rides down the track. What EP is the cutoff on that? I wonder if we're having a passenger.
Yeah, I got to ask Dallas because I know that there kind of is, depending on the car and the safety and all that stuff. So I just have to ask him. But, I mean, he's got policies on a lot of that stuff. The track does too, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, I tell you, a lot of it's like 13 seconds from what I understand. Out here at Gateway. Out here at Gateway, they are. But
I just see what it is.
But that ain't gonna stop anybody from putting him in a car and hot lapping him around a little bit.
Sneak him in the trunk.
I'll go out on the street. My car's gonna have plates on it. And insurance. And appear to be legal.
Mine is all of that already.
Yeah.
I'm paying
like
broken.
We got 36 weeks, guys. 36.
I thought it was 38.
Well, I just divided 255 by 7. And I've got 36.
Okay. Well, I'll change my
panic mode.
countdown. It's not panic mode.
No,
if I got the car done and this thing says 10, then I'm gonna go into panic mode. Or I should just stay in panic mode the whole time and make that be sure it gets done.
Brian, if you get down to where you're only 10, I'm going to go make that many YouTube accounts and sign up for you.
Yeah,
I'm talking about weeks. I'm not talking about subs. I know I'm pretty sure I'll get the subs unless I just do something.
Oh, I got to tell you guys, if you haven't. Okay, so Brian Cabral made his first mention of the No Name Nationals this morning. And because most of his videos are like 20 minutes long and they're unwatchable garbage, right? Just him droning on. This one is hilarious. So the video is only about 3.5 minutes, and he spends the first 2.5 minutes talking about his hernia and his operation he's going to have, and his stool softener, and he can't push out big logs anymore. And he's going to, and it's hilarious. It's unbelievable. It's TMI, but I couldn't stop laughing.
Jed wants to go watch that right now. I know he does.
So he gets to 2.5 minutes in, and he finally starts dogging on. So he says, Uncle Sanford and his hillbillies, they're starting this junk racing league, and he starts talking. So anyway, I shared it. I shared it on my community tab. So that one video of his has this bumper crop of views. So his groupies go over there and they're used to seeing it have 85 views, and this one's got 400 and some, right? And I gotta find what I put on the. We gotta find what I put on.
Tear him up in the comments.
Well, he'll just ban him. He'll just ban him as soon as they do. I mean, he banned me, and I never made a comment over there. I got to find what I put on the video, though.
You know what I think is amazing is, I don't know, he's got, what, 250 subscribers?
No,
or
he's
so?
about 300. He's 300 now.
Oh, he's 300. There are 300 people that will sit and listen to that guy talk about making a movement and, you know, whatever. Like, it just goes to show there's someone for everyone. You know what I mean? 340 million. There's a few idiots.
I put in the thing I put on my community tab. I said, we wish you a speedy recovery, Brian, so you may once again lift heavy things, poop big pieces, and wear regular pants. I said, warning, video contains NSFW language, bitterness, a terrible attitude, and some comic relief. So go check it out. Comment.
You know, Tony's channel has got what, 200,000 subs now?
221.
Okay, so he's kind of a big deal.
He's close.
You would think there would be more people that hate him, more than 300 people that don't like Tony, and that means that there's a big group of people out there that hate Brian Cabral more than they hate Tony. You know, it's like I can't even jump on this Tony haters channel because I don't like him.
Cabral is just a basket case of pathetic. I mean, he's 60 years old and he's dedicated his life to hating another 60-year-old guy on the internet. He spent the guy has made almost 600 videos.
What did Tony do to him?
And nothing. Absolutely nothing. Never met him. But the guy's bitter because I think he did a career in the military and he did things right, and now he's not getting his reward. He's not getting his popularity. And Tony is, and he resents it. He's extremely bitter and extremely jealous. But anyway, he's an interesting little sideshow.
Yeah, I got better ways to spend my time.
If I was not blocked on his channel, I would tell him we would love for him to come out. He could come bring his 10-second
build a bridge for him to hang out under.
He could come out. He wouldn't, but we'd have him.
How hilarious. You need to do like a fake cardboard, maybe wood, whatever, bridge.
Just for the trolls.
And then just have like a cage around it saying, all you trolls, here's your spot. And make it a good spot on the track where they can really see good, running the cars.
Put signs up and say, don't feed the trolls.
We have thought about having a troll section there. Like actually having a troll section. But they wouldn't admit to it. I ran into one of Tony's trolls at Carlisle. And I don't know which one it was, but he hollered at me. He recognized me walking through, not the swap area, but the area just above one of the display barns. I couldn't find the space. We were going to go. Tony and I were both going to go over there and talk to that guy, but I couldn't find his space. I couldn't remember exactly where his space was. And Mopar and Dean couldn't either. He was there. But the trolls are funny. They're fickle. They're cowardly. They never have any content. They don't post under their real names. They're just weird.
Well,
I think it'd be funny if you actually knew that somebody was one of Uncle Tony's trolls and you brought Uncle Tony up to him. What would they actually do?
Oh, nothing.
They would probably want a damn autograph. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Yeah, Tony's a scrapper. I really don't think they would give him any face. I really don't.
Then you could have a video. Tony kicks the shit out of a troll, and your channel would blow up.
No, I mean, I have fun with them. I don't, nobody's going to really do anything, but it's kind of creepy. It's creepy, and I got a lot more of that at Carlisle this past year than the year before. It's kind of weird. Yeah, talking Mopars, Cabral has more subs than I do. He does.
I think I'm right ahead of him. I'm at 304 right now.
I'm gonna have to everybody unsubscribe from Brian real fast. I want to see Brian.
No, don't. Not when I'm low like
squirm.
Not when I'm that low into it, into the threes. Like if I had 315 or something, I'd be like, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Okay, I want to give you some of my subscribers. So Steve 1961P, Kenton Crandall. If any of you guys are listening, please unsubscribe and go subscribe to Dust Devil Garage.
Please.
I want to give Brian some of mine.
They don't want to be my trolls.
So One Smoky Dog 1, I know you're subscribed. Please unsubscribe for me and subscribe to Dust Devil Garage. He needs a lot of advice on how to build his car.
I grew up playing video games.
Smokey,
online video games. I know how to decimate somebody on the internet.
Let's see. Smokey's Ghost /ProWorks /Austin Rogers. You can unsubscribe from me with all your accounts and go subscribe to Dust Devil's Garage with all of them.
If Brian's goes up like 10 tonight, that's what it is. That's going to make me laugh.
Oh, hell yeah. I'd be happy. That's why I put the damn face shield on in that one video. I'm like, I know somebody's going to say something. Somebody's going to say something.
Did they?
I sworn I had that. I had a sheet over here where I did my my Thanksgiving thanks thing, and I had a list of trolls on it that I was thinking, and I gotta find that. I really gotta find that. Mopar Maniac Garage can't figure out why the furry bodies only people have it out for Tony. I don't know. I know this. Tony one time said that he said the Slant Six people don't like him at all. He said there's something about that Slant Six culture. They feel like that he's supposed to ask their permission before he does anything. Like he does things they don't like the way he does them. So he's got a bunch of haters in the Slant Six community.
Ruben's still hanging with us.
Nice.
Where's Ruben?
I can't believe he's got a toothache, and he said it's bad. Like I said, I've had bad toothaches. I don't wish that on anybody.
Yeah, that bashing people from a chair, I don't get that at all.
Brian, do you want to hear a really crude joke that would get you demonetized?
No, I don't. Not on my channel right now. I'm on subs. Please
really funny.
Hey, Jed.
Save it for Discord.
Hey, Jed. Yes.
Save it for Discord.
No, I gotta say it.
No, you don't. Please.
I really do.
I'm asking you as a friend. Please don't.
It may not get you demonetized.
You're not monetized now. How does it matter?
Yeah, well, I just don't want it right now. I don't need it right now.
I understand.
You need it right now, Brian. You need it. Take it, Brian.
No.
I could just see if Jed was standing in front of you, he'd be pointing, you need it.
You need it.
You need it.
With a little pelvic thrust action, too.
Oh, I was thinking about that.
What you were?
What?
Yeah, I was. No, do you have any? Do you have a? Is it? Have you made the flyer yet with the due dates on it?
Yes, I have. It is on my community tab. It's on the website, NoNameNationals.com.
I was thinking about getting a few of those printed out and taking them to.
I will send you a flyer personally.
Well, I was gonna take a couple and take them to Indy.
Yeah, I'll send them to you right now.
I think it'd be neat if everybody that paid their $50 participation gets a sticker too, a no-name sticker.
You know what's funny? There's a lot of people who who want to give stuff out at the event, just their own stuff, their own swag, there's going to be a lot of stuff given out. So
I don't
I'll
want
be giving
everybody
out
else.
stickers.
I don't want anybody else's swag. I want the no-name swag.
Yeah. Get some no-name stickers made up.
we'll see what we
Fine,
can do.
Brian.
We'll see what we can do.
I hurt your feelings, Jet. Did I hurt your feelings?
Yeah, because I couldn't say it.
I didn't think fat kids had feelings.
Hey, I'm going to turn on Discord right now, so you can go ahead and say it on there.
Tell Jed I still
Brian
love
said I
him.
can't.
Sherry said she still loves you.
I like Sherry more than you, anyways, Brian.
She brings you cookies.
So, NSP Custom Cars, I'll say this. I'm going to get it in the mail any day. Blake created a logo, the No Name
What
Nag.
the hell's going on in here?
His rendering, so I'm happy to show you what he came up with. But we might want to streamline it a little bit to get it on some shirts. I got a really cool idea for the event shirt, and I'm working on that. If that comes to fruition, it's going to be really cool. Oh, participating channels names? No, because then you just have ants running across the page everywhere. This is a really cool design, and I'm working on it now. We'll get it together. You'll see it.
That's good, Jed.
Thank you. What's
If you want
sad
to
is
hear the joke,
I stole that from a buddy, and
go
it
to
originally
Scott's
said
Speed Shop
Arrows.
and email him a request for the joke, and he will send it to you.
Oh, no, okay, then just give him his number so they can all call him and ask him.
Yeah.
I will murder. I have enough people calling me as a
Oh, I would never do that.
Jay would drive here from Kansas just to stomp a mud hole in me for that.
Oh man.
Hey,
That
Brian,
wouldn't
I
solve
have one.
anything, though.
I
It's
have
not-
one, and the word sex isn't in it. Can I tell it? Brian?
That joke?
That's a
Jed,
great
that's the
one
joke
question.
you're talking about?
Yeah.
The one you just posted up in Discord
Yeah.
with the picture from
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
That's from Stranger Things?
Yeah, the new one. You can tell that joke. That's not going to get me demonetized.
Well, fine, you tell it. You're looking at it.
No, you tell it. You wanted to tell it real
Well, I gotta
bad.
tell you the backstory is I actually stole it from a buddy. And it originally had Camaros and Trans Ams, and I was like, well, that's kind of backwards. No, it says Camaro owners invented sex, but Mopar owners introduced it to women.
That's
This,
pretty good. That's
this
pretty
guy,
good.
this guy Ward was telling me that he had so many Mopars. He told his wife, "We got to come up with some drivers for him. I can't just have them sitting around. I need more drivers." So she said, "Well, you know what? We can get started making a few of those drivers." And he said, "Well, I'm not going to hell not trying." So they jump in bed. She goes, "No, no, no, wrong hole." He says, "That's all right. We need Chevy drivers too."
Is your computer giving you fits there, John?
Oh yeah.
You were
Yeah.
just glitching
It's
out
going-
like Max Headroom.
Yeah, it's going wild because I've got a bunch of stuff plugged in. It's eating up the RAM. So I'm dealing with that tomorrow. It's been acting wild for about 2 days. I'm solving that tomorrow.
I think that's the second time this weekend I've come up with. I've used that reference. Does anybody even remember who Max Headroom is?
I remember who Max Headroom is. Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's that creepy digital guy with the weird haircut.
You know what though? I watched the whole. That was not digital. That was a guy in makeup. It really was
Yeah, I
a guy in makeup, made to look like a.
My phone's plugged up and the cord. I got a broken cord here. If you can see that.
That happens. That I had that same
That
problem.
freaking cord is causing this thing to just keep blinking and blinking and blinking, and it's causing me a problem. That's what it is.
You know they sell those for like $5 at every gas station.
I've got about 3 or 4 cords around here, and just when they croak, they just kind of rotate in and out.
I'll donate one to you, John.
I've
Was
got
that an iPhone one though?
Oh yeah, I got another one right here.
Oh, you got an
Right
iPhone.
here. Aha! Backup cord right there.
I'm sad to hear that John is an iPhone guy.
I actually am too.
I am
sure
too. I
am.
really.
I
You
sure
may
am.
as well just have Facebook now.
I am unapologetically iPhone and Glock.
Are
And those two things go together in a way that most people don't understand. I like things that dress.
I don't understand it, and I disagree with it still.
Okay.
Are you
I didn't know
vegan?
you were a Camaro guy.
Yeah, I thought you were a Camaro guy. Are you vegan? You vegan too, John?
Oh no, gosh, no.
You go to Olive Garden and order off the vegan menu?
Look vegan? No. I like the iPhone. I just like how intuitive it is. I mean, for a person who doesn't like to hack stuff and talk about all this modifications I'm never going to do anyway, I like the iPhone just fine. It works really good for what I do with it.
It's all what you get used to.
And then the thing about the Glock, the way it's similar is it doesn't have any extra parts. It doesn't have any more moving stuff. They both like a lot of simplicity. So.
My brother really is anti-Glock. I've always kind of wanted to play with one, a long slide.
Yep.
I think they look cool, but my brother says they're dangerous because they don't have a safety. It's kind of cool.
Nonsense.
Good night, Chris.
Absolute nonsense. Your safety is right here. Your safety is right here. A Glock actually, it has 3 safeties. They're all on the inside. And they're not made for people who can't keep their finger off the trigger. They're made for if one gets dropped. You can drop a Glock off the top of a roof and it's not going to fire because you've got 3 safeties. Glocks are.
I can't show any of this on stream, but I'm going to send you a picture.
Only got 29 parts in it too.
I forgot you were into those kinds of things, John Wilbur. So I'm going to.
We need to introduce John Wilbur into the world of Discord.
Oh gosh, no.
Yeah, you do, John. Discord. You need to do Discord.
Horrifying.
It's so easy and it's free and.
Mopar
did a lot of dick jokes.
And pizzas in questionable shapes.
I get blamed for it all, and it isn't me all the time.
Mopar Den's got his ankle gun there, the G26.
Mine's a Beretta 92 SF.
We were talking about vegan a second ago, and I saw a bumper sticker the other day that said, I love animals. And then in big letters underneath it says, they taste good.
Yeah.
If God didn't want you to eat animals, he should not have made them out of meat.
And tasty.
So one of the guys I've trained with, Clint Smith, Thunder Ranch, he said that that the course holsters are supposed to be made out of leather. That's why God gave us cows. You know, he's hardcore. He cares more about the leather than he does about the meat or the milk.
Okay, I shared that. Now I can very quickly take this and.
Last spring, somebody that's going to go frame by frame on this and be like, "Man, that channel."
I've got to put the other half of it away. So.
I've never seen Jed do that fast. That was pretty cool.
Last spring, I thought I was going to plant a garden, but I couldn't find what I needed. I couldn't find bacon seeds.
That's when all the COVID thing hit. There was a guy at work, and he's a big hunter and fisherman and everything. And I'm like, man, the whole world's gonna end, and I don't know how to. I don't know how to get my own food. He's like, yeah. I go, where do Doritos even live?
The Dorito tree.
That's very cool, Jed.
Yeah, that's the next.
That's something that I could talk about without talk about it in an appropriate way to talk about. But anyway, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, that's real cool. I bought 2 of those.
Yeah, cool. Very cool.
That's
Someday
why you
when I
need
get
to
these-
do Discord, John.
Yeah, because he's already got those pictures up on Discord.
And you can sit there and just talk away. And
oh, you haven't seen it yet, Brian. I put it back together with popsicle sticks.
Oh, did you?
I did. I sat here
Oh,
talking
man.
with Anna. Actually, it was my birthday. I was sitting
That
here
reminds me of
with
another
the
joke.
chopped up receiver, and I put it back together with popsicle sticks so I can pretend it was together.
Somehow I am not the least bit surprised at Mopar Man 78. 1911 para ordnance, 45 match grade barrel. That sounds right. Yes, yes. And I'm the complete opposite. I'm a stone stock G17 with a set of XS big dot sights. Let's do it.
This guy,
It depends on what you think they are.
I don't mean to change the subject, but you can come back to it because I'm enjoying that too. This guy going to get married. His bud takes him on a big bachelor party, has all his friends come over, has the strippers come over, and man, they do everything. He's getting everything done to him. He wakes up the next morning, he is sore as can be. Goes to the doctor, and the doctor checks it out and puts some popsicle sticks around and tapes it off. So he goes and gets married, and that night she takes, they get into the room and she takes her top up, pulls it up. She says, "Never touched by human hands." He's like, "Oh shit, what do I say? What do I say?" So he drops his pants and says, "Not even out of the crate yet."
Not even out of the crate yet.
Raker, no, that's not the 42. Haven't got that deal done just yet. Waiting on the old guy to dig the 42s out. And then once I know what we're getting, I can talk to Brandon Herrera about selling him one of the 42s. But no, it's my 47 Russian. That's all I'm going to say. That's going to be cool.
Oh, man. Well, I think we're going to end this one early. So, yeah, I think we're going to get out of here, guys.
That was fun.
Been fun, Brian. Thanks for having me. I really do.
Play video games or something. I don't know.
I appreciate you guys' support the No Name Nationals. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, I'm all about it. There'll be more of these lives.
Well, thanks so much. I do appreciate that because without you guys, we wouldn't have anything. It's the community.
So.
Well, you're going to know soon for me what's going on here. I got to get the schedule figured out and all that and make sure everybody's good to go with change of plans. And I'll be
understand. I mean, I don't have any hard feelings. I mean, believe me, that date thing is not what we wanted, but we examined every angle and we had to pick, we had to think of the fallout of every angle and all of that stuff. And I mean, we did the best thing we could possibly do.
I fully understand it. I'm good with that. My biggest issue isn't telling the family I'm not going to be there by this time or, how it's going to work out. It's Jacob wanted to go.
Yeah, I know. Y'all.
That's the biggest problem.
You guys let me know what works best for you. We'd love to have you. I mean, I'm always thrilled to see you guys and anything I can do, but just let me know. But do know I don't have any hard feelings for if people. I understand, but it's what we have, and that's what it is, and we're gonna make it a big fun time. And there's things that we will probably, this being successful, will have some leverage to help keep that from happening next year that we didn't have this year.
Yeah.
So I can get into that, some other time or privately or whatever, but that's a component of this.
Well, and I'm sure there was some guy, because when I first heard it, I was like, oh, really? But that you said it was for junior dragster. At first, I was like, what? And I'm like, wait a minute. No, you can't tell a bunch of kids, no, we want a party. You can't run your junior dragster, It's like, you can't really fall
We
back.
examined every angle, everything, weighed out all of the upsides, downsides, fallouts, and everything else. And I'm very confident that we made the best decision of the options we had. So there we go. But man, I appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you so much.
All right, yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Jed, what's your channel? Tell everybody where to find you, like they don't already know.
Dust Devil Garage.
Yeah, Dust Devil Garage. You want a Dust Devil Garage for current characters.
Tall John's Fun Shop,
Dust Devil Garage.
Dust Devil Garage. Go check it out.
Joe
John
66
Wilburn is John Wilburn.
Yeah, Joe 66. What's the date? September 30th and October 1st.
Oh, Joe 66. Hey, man.
All
Yeah,
right.
Thanks.
Well,
Came on one time, so.
We're out of here, guys. We'll talk to you later.
I forgot